J Squad.
We gotta find now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue.
My real passion is my art.
Really? What's that?
I work with three cards.
Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. The program. That's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Oh man, I have been gone for a while, but finally I can get back to my normal schedule. Everything I needed to take care of is out for a while. We have really no kids stuff next week, besides one or two things. So we're gonna go ahead and get back to streaming, get back to to what I need to do. Welcome, Deus. Good to see you. Thank you, Kamoji, for making sure that I was unmuted. We all know how that goes. So we should have an interesting little stream today, especially with the massive crash out that Smash is having online right now. He's just like even the anti-workers. Whoa,
We gotta
whoa. We don't need that again. We're good. We're good. Even with like his own anti-woke like community is like, bud, you're missing it here. And he refuses to do anything but double down. So we're going to watch the video that ruined Smash JT. We're going to look at some of his tweets and, you know, some of the other drama that's around the gaming community right now. Because the Summerfest just like blew it out of proportions. People are mad. You're making a video on Asmongold's Stellar Blade 2 comments. Interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. The lawsuit stress is starting to give him extreme psychosis. I actually think so. Like, I think he's spiraling.
One thing
right
I've
now.
seen happen a lot over the past
Whoa.
decade or so is an increasing amount of usage of certain particular colors on the spectrum.
That's a spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts. Let me, we need to turn that off. And then we go here. Boom. Yeah, I mean, I really think it's starting to get to him. I didn't know you were allowed to stream anymore. Yeah, the wife let me off the leash. The wife let me off the leash so I can stream again. No, it gets really busy around May. My daughter, her dance is like a full-on performance. They did like the Pinocchio this year. So the week before the show, it's like dress rehearsal, getting the technical stuff out of the way. She pretty much went up to the theater every single day until the launch. And funny thing is it's going to get more busy because we're probably going to put her in to where she's working with the dance team just because she loves it so much and she's so good at it. Let's see here. Hold on. Star Sector. I want to make sure I've got the right game on Steam. Does it even? Oh, it does. 24 people viewing Star Sector. Nice. If you wonder what the game in front of me is, this is Star Sector. You can't find this on Steam or on GOG or even on itch.io. The guy has his own website. It's like one guy who's been working on this game for over a decade. He has his own website that you can get the game from and play it. It's basically Space Simulator. You make your own fleet. Uh-oh, what did I do here? No. Get down. You make your own fleet, and you go and do different things, exploration. You can do bounties. You can work for one of the factions. You can do other types of quests. There's a little bit of cosmic horror in it. So I'm going to play this. This is one of my like top 10 games that I play. Of course, it's a sandbox that you can replay over and over and over again. So, but let's get to before we get to Smash, there's a little D&D drama that's going on. It doesn't seem it does have music, but I've turned the music off because we'll be watching the videos in the background for it. I can turn them on real quick just so you can listen to the normal soundtrack. It's not bad. No, it's actually not even playing a song right now. Well, never mind then. Oh, there it goes. It's usually more sounds like this. Yeah. That's right. The gentle sound of the abyss. I hope you are a valued employee of Cinderin Oil Company. Remember, buy Cinderin or else. I am actually commissioned by Tritachyon currently. Good to see a fellow player. Pig-friendly sandbox should be called a mud box. All right, that's what it is from now on. Only game revealed in that event that I genuinely excited for is Attack on Titan 3. I love the first two games as it's my favorite anime. The second game back in 2018 was my last big hyped game. That's fair. This kind of music is something I should study more. I'm more of a sheet music guy, so it's out of my wheelhouse. Do it. Absolutely do it. I like this kind of music. We're going to turn it back down, though. Turn it back down. And we're going to bring up, before we get in anywhere, we're going to bring up, what happened? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't bring up Twitch. Don't bring up studios. There it is. There it is. There we are. So I saw the video with this too, but I can't seem to find the video anymore. Well, basically, this nerd cognito guy says Critical Role's Brennan Lee Mulligan ditched D&D's dice in Campaign 4. No role needed because a PC monologue was too good. Performance now overrides actual gameplay. This isn't D&D, it's scripted celebrity theater pretending to be gaming. They don't really play. So I've talked about this before. I think there is a thing when it comes to online D&D or online role-playing games where there is very much also I did hear D&D drama. There is this thing where it is it's no longer D&D, it is what I call like theater role-playing, right? Or theater tabletop would probably be a better version of it. I listen to some guys called Tales of Evantris. I'm actually playing their campaign, and they're funny. I like to listen to them, but they don't play D&D. They don't play D&D. They monologue, and it's funny. It's hilarious. Occasionally, a dice might get rolled, but I call that theater. I haven't watched any of Brandon's stuff, so I can't really. Well, no, I watched when he came to the new season of whatchamacallit, Matt Mercer's one. And they were rolling dice and doing things like that. So I'm mixed feelings about this, right? I've never heard of rolling for monologue. So it's not necessarily rolling for monologue. I wish I could find the clip for this. And then if anyone's got it, I'd like to see it. Now there's like Brennan has a show where he goes on and people give him hot takes and he debates them on those hot takes and things like that. They try and, slip them up or anything. And there was this chick that was talking about you should completely get rid of dice altogether, right? And that, you don't need dice to play the game. Dice just makes it slower. It makes it boring, blah, 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 blah. She even said dice are ableist because she's dyslexic. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. That's a bunch of bullshit. If you want to, at that point, you are not playing the D&D. You're not playing a mechanics tabletop role-playing game. You're literally just improvising and going with that. And if that's what you want to do, fine. Right? There are people who play theater of the mind in D&D, but they still roll dice. Now, I have in my campaign foregone a roll because of the creativity of the role. Right now, for me, it's got to be this isn't something that can easily happen. I saw someone talk about say, well, at our table, a buddy was an engineer and he completely described how to mechanically pick a lock. Yes, bisexual swine lighting. I wish I had more time. I would have probably gotten some bisexual lighting on here, a filter. Yeah, if y'all find the video with Brennan talking to her or the scene where he supposedly took away the role, then I'll watch it. But
It happened a lot
oh
over
God,
the
I keep
past
hitting this
decade
wrong button.
or
I got a new headset and it keeps going on. you're more so playing a collaborative storytelling game at that point, but like roles are also mandated for any particular thing. A GM can ask for roles based on context. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, if something's creative, I have foregone roles and been like, that's amazing, that's gonna work. No need to roll, right? What I don't like, what I've seen people do is like describing something your character may already know how to do. Like, say, one big example I always have is uh, the character who is playing a charismatic character who is very charismatic versus the guy who's playing a charismatic character that is not charismatic, right? I think it's unfair to take a guy who's really good at being charismatic and just make it so that he always wins because he's really good at making his talk. Uh, I had a like negative situation with this. We are going to be talking about Smash JT Alex Jones, where like I played a charismatic character, and I'm really not all that charismatic a guy, right? Y'all might not believe that, but I couldn't think of maybe something to say in a certain situation, or exactly how to word it, and I was like, well, this is what I'm looking to accomplish, and he would be like, well, describe that, and I was like, I would rather just take the role. My guy has a 20 fucking charisma, right? I don't need to say exactly what it is. And it's the same thing with a guy who's charismatic. So if it's stuff that would normally be rolled because it's like based off of what your character is, I don't use the IRL person to make it sure it's believed, right? I seriously think all the cheap box wine has caused brain damage. Yes. Uh, Also, I'm sorry, but the notion of this isn't real gaming, Jumbo, is just inherently funny to me. I don't know. Well, everyone can play their own game. Like you look at Daggerfell or Dagger, what is it called? Daggerfell is fucking whatchamacallit. Hey, what's going on? Uh, it's Selena dropped a follow. Boom. But Daggerheart is very much
A real
takes a lot of
passion is
the
my hobby.
Yo,
Really? What's that?
thank you.
I work with retards.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch. If you didn't know, I'm on the Bisexual website too. So feel free to go over there and follow if you prefer that method or that venue. I already saw the Gaming Truge over there. I'm doing pretty good today. Pretty good. It's going to be an interesting stream talking about Smash. But there are limits to me with this, right? Like I get what the guy's saying, but it's not that it's not playing. Daggerfell is very much more of a. It did it again. Okay. Mouse wheel up. Let's go to settings. This happens when I try to stream this game. Hold on. Boop. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I can see it now. Weird. All right. Stream's going pretty good. Figured I'd try and do it on Twitch as well. I've had the channel for a while, but I kind of stopped streaming on Twitch and moved exclusively over to YouTube. But so far pretty good. And what do you got here? Skimming the episode, it looks like they're rolling dice all the dang time, and it's just this one case of the DM is awarding a nat 20 is a special dramatic circumstance. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's completely okay, and this incognito guy is just being dishonest about it. Yeah, these moments can be exciting when someone comes up or when the group comes up with like a really good plan, and you don't want it to, like, you're like, this is going to succeed. Like even a nat 1, they would have this, right? There are other ways to do it. Pathfinder was way more gay and trans characters than D&D. I had a buddy who played a game where he gave one of the guys in this game a ring of changed sex. Used to be around in no, he may have made it. No, there is one in D&D 3.0. Oh. So, but I'm not a big fan of Dragonheart because I prefer mechanics where, you know, the people who are Dragonheart, it's very much more a theater kid game, we'll say. Very much more. Let's get in here. I'm gonna get these guys. Boop. So, let's go over to some of the stuff that's been happening before we get into this battle. Let's see here. Yeah, if you go over into the links, it should have it. Let's see. Bear with me, bear with me. Boop. So, level 1. I hate playing level 1 characters. Like, I've gotten to the point now that, like, my group of friends, if we run a new game, I just start at level 3. Level 1 to 2 is just such a slog sometimes. And I've stopped doing experience, and I've started doing milestone. Mostly because it's easier on me. I can set up the encounters to be the level that the game, that I want it to be for the characters, versus me getting the experience wrong and then being overpowered for my next encounter and me having to readjust it constantly. Thank you. I'll check it out. But not to shill too hard, but again, P2E level 1 is way more interesting. I've seen some of it. I haven't played Pathfinder since first edition. It got to the point where I could only play so many. I play mostly D&D now because that's what the group that I have now mostly knows how to play. I don't play with a lot of the hardcore guys where we would play all sorts of different stuff. So that's kind of the way we've stuck. I like the idea of it. I would like to see how second runs. So anyway, I'll run a P2. Hey, hell yeah, we'll figure out a day. I'm down. I know our goat friend, I forget his name now, is big into into role playing games. He's also Bills. Yeah. He likes to play it. By lighting drama. So here we are in the start of this amazing drama, we'll say. This amazing crash out. Smash is taking one too many boxes of wine to the head. And he came up with this banger of a tweet, this absolute banger of a tweet. So, the bisexual lighting saga. Purplegate. We're going to call it Purplegate. I have the first 2 Halo games on the original Xbox and 3 on the 360. Nice. From the friends and I who play. Well, like, I had to, like, it's been a long time since I've played anything Halo, right? So I had to go add you to, or I had to go like look around, and I was like, there's so much fucking purple in that game. It's not even funny. So what are we talking about? Yeah, Smash is having a very bad take streak, and he's getting dogpiled every single day for it. It is glorious to watch. So anyway, this is unnecessary and intentionally signaling trans. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Once you notice the bisexual lighting being used, you cannot unsee it. All right. We're going to stop right here. This comment right here proves everything that I've said about pattern recognition. People think pattern recognition is a superpower that we have to be able to figure out everything. And in a way, it's true. We do it better than any other animal in the kingdom, right? But it's a double-edged sword. The simplest example of it is when you buy a new car. When you buy a new car, you jump on the road, and for like the first couple of weeks, I know. I mean, if you want to come on, you can always come on. You know how it works. So if you so when you get a new car, you see that car everywhere, especially if it's a new colored car. Like I bought this gray blue I'll jump in the live stream collective. You go ahead and jump into waiting room, and I'll pull you in. It's like this. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, come on. Like I bought this Tacoma, and it's like this grayish blue color, and now I see the gray blues fucking everywhere with all the different brands because of the pattern recognition of that blue color being the side of my car, right? This happens with everything. So when he says this, once you notice bisexual lighting being used, you cannot unsee it. Yes, this is the flaw in pattern recognition, because you have gone so anti-woke to the point that every time you see a female in gaming, it's woke. Every time you see a black person in gaming, it's woke. Every time you see the color purple, apparently, it's woke. and this is crazy, absolute craziness. Damage, if you're free too, you can come on in. I won't stand for this purple slander. My birthstone is amethyst, purple on the color of my dad's high school. Don't let Smash learn about color theory. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna go insane. I actually have a color wheel sitting above my computer right now for when I was painting on a regular basis. What's going on, Jersey? How you doing?
It's happy Monday time. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Oh,
Oh man, this is a doozy you stumbled across.
man, stumbled across. He has been doubling down in every comment that's talking about it. We even got Act Man content.
Wow.
So this is intentional.
Not for nothing. He's been saying stupid shit for the past decade. So I mean, like that's something to say for consistency, but
he's crashing, man. I'm telling you, he's with the comment that he is no longer streaming for a while. There's trouble in the home front.
Oh, there's trouble in paradise.
Do I think he's getting a divorce? No, but I do think that he is, like it's starting to wear on him and his family, right? So
I wouldn't speculate on his family just because I wouldn't, but
yeah,
something has definitely happened where he's been neutered.
Yeah.
And I mean, this particular situation of,
oh, I will not be barefoot. You know, once you see my sexual lighting, you can't offend.
I always love bringing you on. You've got like the best Smash voice.
what the fuck? Oh, I had a thought the other day, and
that must have hurt.
It's I know that's scary, but I had a thought the other day, just like at its base core, what do most of these guys who hate like woke stuff complain about?
Women.
Like, I mean, like, but it's the whole notion that like God of War, they're changing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you give me 5 examples of something that they say that they have changed to appeal to a broader audience? Would that be a fair thing to say?
Yeah, I could say that. Like you can argue the toss about like what's the word for it?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima being, changed over, though that was a new IP, and it's pretty clear that they were going to like do different people. They just didn't do a man this time. What'll the next?
Yeah, tell different stories.
If the next one is a man, they will.
They're bending the knee.
Yeah. No. We're winning, right? We're winning if they
some shit. But all right, so they changed Ghost of Tsushima because all they care about is sales, correct?
Yeah, that's what all they care about. Well, that's what they say all they care about. But I want to get into something later about what's changing.
I just wanted to, and I'm going to super drop that point in just a second. So I just wanted to see if we can list 5 things that these people have said where they have once again changed the course to try to appeal to a more broad audience. There would be Ghost of Tsushima. There would be God of War. What aren't they changing something else that they're screaming about right now? Fable, maybe?
Fable is being changed. There's some things that I can argue about that I don't like in Fable, right?
Okay.
Especially like they're not doing the good versus evil look. I think that's a mistake. Because that was kind of a center point of the game. Turn your mic up a little bit, Worrying Dad. You're lower than usual. Let's take a look here. Hello, hello, hello. Let me maybe.
You sound a little louder now.
Hello, is that any better? Can you hear me? Maybe it's here. I'll go in here and I can.
I can definitely hear you,
Yeah.
but I've also got cans on
They said
too.
that you're
So
louder than me, so I'm just gonna turn you down instead.
yeah, I'm just a loud son of a bitch. Let me turn. I'll turn myself down a little bit.
There.
Maybe that'll be a little bit better.
Is that better?
Um,
Yeah, come on in, Egad. Come on in, Egad. I'll be watching one of your videos later anyway. What's
so
up?
really
Oh, cool,
quick,
yeah.
just to wrap this thought up. So we've listed three separate things that the anti-woke community has all said that has been changed to appeal to a more broader audience. Has the irony been lost on anybody that a good majority of these people have done the exact same thing? That they started out as gaming channels and they fucking sucked and they changed what they're doing to appeal to a more broad audience, and they don't really believe in it, and all they really care about is numbers and monetization, things of that nature. I mean, like, has the irony been completely lost?
Oh, I have an answer for that. Kind of.
God damn,
Please.
you're loud too. Okay.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
It's I don't know. There we go. There we go. Let me see if I can turn my mic up too a little bit. Boop. Hello, hello, hello. That's still the same. Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah. So I was gonna do another script on this. It's actually I'm even wondering whether, because I'm breaking it down into separate videos now. But there was a guy I read his article. Well, it was a Substack article he wrote on this a while back. But what you have on the internet are two types of people. You have female brain people. You have male brain people. For female brain people, it's consensus is kind of their reality. If you go against consensus, you're out of the group. And then there's the male brain people who are more like abstraction, like objective oriented people. And here's how a lot of the anti woke, or how a lot of the I guess some of the more chud like YouTubers, I hesitate to even call them chud like, I guess more right winger types.
Yeah.
The way they operate is they kind of insert themselves into whatever the Overton window conversation is through a male brain take, where they make an observation. Asmongold is really good at this. Asmongold just kind of he has very kind of deadpan takes to various things. He does the pattern recognition thing. He makes predictions, and he does red pilling, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
here's the thing is when a lot of people start getting into these spaces, they want to create a community. And at that point it's like, well, how do we create a community? Well, then they actually start adopting female brain takes, which is we start adopting more consensus style things. So instead of just reacting at something objective, or sort of where maybe we watch a video or we engage with content and it says, and maybe there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So Asmongold watches Stellar Blade 2 trailer and he says, she kind of looks like she's 12 years old. Obviously, it's not true, but it's a consensus reality. We've got to get upset about this thing here. This is something to get upset about. This is something to clutch pearls about. So at that point is we're no longer doing objective analysis. We're now just we need to react to something. So yeah, you go from objective abstraction stuff to we just need something to rally about. So that's probably what Smash is doing right now. Is Smash is kind of losing it. He's not. I think if he was ever objective, he's not now. Now he's just trying to hold things together. So he's trying to rally people around this silly little thing, which is I don't know why you would choose this, but I think that's what you have going on.
Yeah.
You know what the greatest example that I could ever give to a lot of these anti-woke motherfuckers? The Simpsons episode when Marge Simpson got upset about Itchy and Scratchy's like violent content. I don't know how far back anybody knows with like The Simpsons and if people watch the shit still, but like way back in the day, there was an episode when like Maggie took a hammer, fucking smacked Homer in the head with it. So Marge started Snub, which is like Springfieldians against violence in cartoons, some shit like that. Point being, is she did this whole anti-violence in cartoons campaign. They toned it all down due to the pressure, and it turned into a lame thing, and kids wound up playing outside again. But like a week and a half later, they were going to ship Michelangelo's David to like Springfield just to like show it off. So Helen Lovejoy lost her shit, bangs on Marge's door at like 5 o'clock in the morning with Marge's crowd, and is like, "We need your help against this abomination." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And then shows them the newspaper, and she's like, "That's Michelangelo's David. It's a masterpiece." And Helen's like, "It's filth."
It gets extreme, right? So like there's a thing I've been talking about for a while on it, is that you get into these situations with hardline like content like the anti-wokes do, where it's very visceral, to the point you can't back out. Like it's not something you back out of. We've seen Smash JT and even like Atreus and some other people, Khalid, what is his name? The other black guy. That's a little racist, but it's all right.
Well,
try and pick different takes, and they get eaten alive by their audience for it.
Yeah,
because they've cultivated this audience that only wants to hear one thing, and that's
this is the point. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask you about that in particular. So have you noticed when the way it used to be is when Smash would make a take on X, it would be picked up by several people, and that's usually how things go. They go viral that way. You've got a bunch of sycophants who kind of pick up whatever you say, and then they run with it, and then and it gets spread throughout X, and maybe it goes on YouTube. The Viper guy, he's one of the guys who just kind of repeats whatever
Gay Viper
Smash says. Yeah, and then there was another guy called 8-Bit Eric. I think he does the same thing.
Yeah, he does, but he's dying. He even made a post the other day that he hasn't been paid on X in like a month or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Talking with John De La Rosa about this is I think Smash is kind of desperate, and I wonder if his content is under under attack the same way, where he makes a post and does he get community noted a lot, or does he get
the last week or so he has been community noted a lot. Like we'll see here,
and that kills
if you look on this one here, let me share screen with y'all. Boop. Oh, Jan, come on in, Jan. We'll get a full party. Hold on.
Shit.
When you do stuff like this and you get community noted, it hurts your monetization on X. It hurts it a lot.
Nice. Is it this one?
The one question that you have to ask yourself at some point, and this goes back to like the e-begging days with like Radical Rick, when people used to eat guys like Smash and Eric alive for like essentially e-begging. The question always popped up that if monetization suddenly disappeared off the planet, and that these guys stopped making money doing what they were doing, how long would they stick around?
Oh, not very long at all. Yeah.
Exactly. And like me personally, as someone who like actually is like a lifelong gamer, like literally I've been playing since I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm 41. I'm turning 42 this year. Video games have gotten me through a lot of bad shit in my life, and I love it. It helps me de-stress. I'm passionate about it. It's something that I'm actually decent at, so I love sharing the passion with people. So I love talking games. I love talking history about games. I love digging into shit about games. I don't make a dime doing this. I make a dime doing, I make my money doing a 9 to 5, basically. So I don't give a fuck about monetization. But once again, point being, long story short, too late, clue reference for those of you in the now. Why would you want to listen to somebody if you love video games so much that's only in it for the money? Where's the integrity to that? And that's something else that these people scream and demand is integrity.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna devil's advocate that a little bit because like so I agree if like monetization got taken off, they probably wouldn't be doing it in the sense of they wouldn't be making like as many posts, right? But then the question you have to ask yourself, would they still hold the same positions? Is I think where
No,
people why
definitely
people
not.
listen to them. See, I completely disagree. I think a lot of them probably would have the same positions, but maybe not just accentuate them as strongly with like clickbait. But like if Smash JT's monetization, like someone snaps, right, and tomorrow you just can't monetize Twitter posts, I think he would probably still believe the same shit he believes about the industry.
So I'll
but
hit
he
back
just
you. I'll
Yeah.
hit back on you on that because I am like #1 Smash A log.
I see. Okay.
Smash is like
Oh, no.
when it comes to me personally, if you want to know, I don't consider most of these guys true grifters. There are a lot of these guys that I think do believe in the things that they're saying, whether it's intelligent or not. Smash JT is a grifter. I've looked into his history. He's never
Oh, he doesn't
tried to
believe
be
in shit.
anything of being famous. Like if
Okay.
you look at Smash's history, he started out trying to make review games, but he was terrible at it. Then he started trying to get into a little bit of drama, to the point that Nicholas Diorio had to come in and be like, because he was adding Bo Blacks regularly trying to get his posts.
I do know about that. Yeah.
After that, he got into. We had the Amico scam. After that, it was woke stuff. He did a lights out for Black Lives Matter. He did a shirts off for female gamers. He said the Last of Us 2 was a great game and that people shouldn't be getting all up in a tizzy about this this female side.
So he's like completely mercenary. He just like will go with whatever is the most profitable take at the time. Okay.
Absolutely.
At least a mercenary. At least a mercenary would do the heavy lifting.
Well, mercenary would get paid for a start. Good mercenaries don't have to evac generally. But...
Yeah. Now, if I remember that video too, and I mean that's the sad thing is that he's been floating around the toilet bowl for quite a while now. With The Last of Us, he's like,
what I can't stand is when people come in with these preconceived notions. Get over yourself.
See, the thing is though, if he is just like completely, like you said, like a principle, he's just in it for the money. The thing is, reason I find it difficult to square those circles sometimes, like, why would he make a post like this? Like, this is retarded. There's no way that is he just like a retard? Is that just like the conclusion that we need to draw? Because there's no fucking way this is going to play with anyone. Like, oh, the clouds are slightly pink, therefore it's bisexual lighting.
Yes.
Therefore it's trans.
He's throwing darts at a board and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
in response
good
to
at,
that,
he's not good at like actually looking at the city. He's not very good at comprehending things. I've seen like if you watch him game.
How much shit have I sent you?
Quite a bit of stuff. Like if you watch him play, what was the mouse
Final
PI
Fantasy
game?
Tactics?
It's like DSP level, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's DSP level. He doesn't comprehend
worse.
basic mechanics of gaming, and he doesn't do that with a lot of stuff. Like even if you go all the way back to his reviewing of, as Jersey likes to talk about, his Final Fantasy reviews, they're just completely dog shit, not really understanding Final Fantasy. So
well, the latest one, and this one stuck out to me, was bitching about Castlevania.
Well, of course they had to put a girl boss in Castlevania. That's original.
So you're telling me that he's never played
Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin.
Dracula's Curse. As far back as the NES, there was
Cypher, Cypher, was in that.
He was just what was it? It was sarcasm, guys. It was sarcasm.
My dick, my fucking ass.
It's funny because if it depends a lot on the era with Castlevania, absolutely. But I think so Simon would be like number 1, number 2 would probably be Soma, and then 3 would be like a 3-way between like Trevor, maybe at this point, and like Shinoa. So like I would say that like solidly like one of the third most popular characters would probably be a woman.
Well, how about what about Maria from Rondo
Maria
Symphony of the Night?
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's another one. Alucard obviously is another one, but Symphony of the Night obviously would be like I think most people when they think Castlevania, they either think the first ones, they think one of the DS ones, or Symphony of the Night. Realistically,
Symphony of the Night would absolutely be at the top of the heap. Another thing.
Although
too, is that
Harmony of Dissonance, peak game. Everyone should play it. Sorry, had to chill.
Alucard is
Absolutely.
also androgynous as fuck. I'd love to see him attack Symphony of the Night.
Pretty based, yeah.
So
It wouldn't work.
before we get into any more chatting, because I could go on to this, forever with Smash. Let's get to, so we see the community noted. He got community noted again. The circle purple area is the planet
Oh, no.
Threshold, the largest planet in the system. Can y'all see it? Hold on.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I can see it.
The new cover art from Halo Combat Evolved is a direct remake of the original Halo Combat Evolved, also featuring Threshold. And then he points this one out. For the folks that are trying to gaslight or act like I'm crazy, here's the original artwork. Wake the fuck up. And then Actman comes in. And then
Gaslight is such a
and then
woke
fucking
term.
Legacy Killer comes in.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
I swear this is something John Delarose would post from Fritz.
John Ethan responded to it.
Most of, but you know what? To be fair, most of John's community posts talk about how well at least it didn't beat its wife.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I you know what I think is going on though. Also, I think Smash is kind of being
Stupid?
what do you call what do you call it when the people who were once part of your part of the circle and they think like, you know what, you just don't fit in.
Oh, you think he's lashing out at these guys?
Oh yeah, he's being like that guy. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
I can-
you could do the raped lion meme, but I think that's what's going on. Yeah.
The raped male leaves, bro. Wait, did you see? I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, there was another version of it, which is the raped male returns to be raped again.
I gotta save that one just for these instances like this. Well, like someone else brought up, who was it? It was. Did I have him in here? Where is he?
Like his boy
McDizzle
Hypnotic isn't
brought up some of
having
this
sex.
Pretty gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
art's
pretty trans.
I mean, I looked at this and I almost wanted to suck a cock. So.
What about the needler guns?
That is
I
true.
mean, so
Yeah, the
so,
needler
I mean,
guns. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's,
so
he's
are-
channeling Alex Jones. The light's making the freaking kids gay.
Yeah, he really is
Yeah.
trying. He's hoping that'll work.
Well, what about the banshees? They're like purple with like pinkish.
Yeah, a lot
things
of
on
the
them,
Covenant
right?
colors.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much like the Covenant as a whole. Why am I losing a ship?
Wait,
Oh,
but
there
then
we go.
that means it's based. The Covenant, the bad guys are all trans. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
right.
Wait,
There it is.
Egad, did you see this? Is like an old movie Bob take, but did you see the movie Bob take where he was like, reason I don't like Halo is because we are this unified Spartan force, like this quasi-fascist military dictatorship, fighting this highly diverse force from space. It's like, bro, the Covenant are all slave labor. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
I love seeing stuff
Yeah.
like that because it's so
all
funny to
matter.
laugh at.
It's like, look, guys, they might be sending enslaved fucking grunt creatures at us, but have you thought about how diverse they are, though? Like,
Oh, so they're DEI hires.
yeah, the DI hires literally.
Slavery back during the Roman days was very diverse, very
And
progressive.
yeah, sure. In the grimdark future of the 41st millennium, DEI hires will be forcibly conscripted. Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
You know, I'm an old school pro wrestling fan, so King Harley Race in the WWE must have been woke as fuck when he came out in that purple robe.
right.
Big if true.
And King Haku. And Macho Man Randy Savage. That was the fucking
Oh god, the Warrior.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite wrestler growing up, the Warrior. And he always had like some pink tassels or something like that.
Hey, if you're from the 80s, and this idiot should know that fucking hot pink and neon green were like
Yeah,
these
wrestling was
colors.
like flamboyant as shit. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any of the like, well, obviously that's more modern, but like Rey Mysterio, any of the luchador types, like they have like bright shit on them all the time.
They're woke as fuck too. Pro
Well, they're from
wrestling woke.
Mexico, so.
Oh, well, they're coming to invade our country with wokeness.
Very
they
true,
are,
very true.
They are. I've
Jesus
seen it. I've seen it.
fucking A. Could you imagine Alex Jones talking about fucking video games? Well, you see, they're coming down with a halo,
I mean,
and they're coming out of the sky,
We're seeing it here.
and they're
real time.
wearing
Oh,
matching pumps.
you got to listen to this one.
Oh,
Freaking Simon
have to.
posted this shit. This is great.
Gay. Oh, it's a whole single. You're gay. Yeah.
I gotta find the longer version of that he had because he's got the one where like
It's
you
from
know, every
Helsing
time I
Ultimate
s-
Bridge. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, those fucking lasers right there are purple.
that's true.
That's right.
Yeah,
They're coming, they're
but yeah,
coming.
this is just like this is just stupid as fuck, right?
Oh God.
It's like
So
this dumbest shit ever.
so
This is pretty
got
fucking on
posted.
brand with anything that Jeff would do.
yeah. So
It's
Axeman
on
got
brand.
into it with him. He says, I've been a Halo fan for 24 years. This is by far the single dumbest opinion that has ever been expressed about the Halo franchise in the history of the internet. If I shot myself in the head with a needler, I still wouldn't have lost as many brain cells as I did.
So
reading
they're all signing against him. That's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, everyone's after him, man. Even like I
Yeah,
said,
but you know what?
even anti. Well, of course,
Even
there
like-
are people like going back because you know you've got. Well, it's not going to bring it up. You've got look at all the purple.
Cyberpunk, oh my god.
Yeah, cyberpunk and games that are successful. Now they go into this stuff right here, and here's the problem with I have with people saying like this is woke and gay. No, what this is it very much is virtue signaling, right? They're virtue
It's cringe.
signaling,
Yeah.
to the gay, and it's cringe. They do the same thing on Veterans Day. They do the same thing on 4th of July. This is just corporate.
Mhm. Well, it's team sports
corporate
shit,
virtue
right?
signaling.
Like,
Yeah, they're trying to sell skins. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell.
well, Paramount Plus is the one that was like kind of like leaning into, I guess, the other version of this with like, oh, we're making like Yellowstone and like 1882, I think, like basically shows like that, right? Where it's like, this is like true Predator. I'm not speaking to the quality of those. I haven't seen any of that shit, to be clear. But it's like, yeah, you're gonna promote to a target audience. Now you could say we could we could ponder the wisdom of like doing specifically shit like this, right? But like most people generally are indifferent / positive to it. There's people who think that it's cringe, but they'll ignore it, and just like the market base of people who are like hyper against it is just not sizable enough that they're concerned about losing sales over it. So
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Welcome,
the-
Damage Sector. Welcome.
Hey,
Well,
biggest thing I don't understand about this, and I guess he should have, this seems so obvious in retrospect. Why would you signal, like, even let's even say this is true. Let's say that like that is like definitely some kind of like trans signal. Why would you signal against Halo, given how popular Halo is? I don't think it's smart to signal against it, given just everybody loves it. It doesn't matter who it is. I think everybody loves Halo. I don't think there's a single person who doesn't.
Yeah.
well,
So
especially when it's
signaling
this
against it-
tenuous. Yeah.
it's attention.
No, sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. That's the point I made.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I was gonna say,
like,
just
well,
tack on when it's this tenuous as well. It's like you're gonna like, even if you had like, let's say you have a wizard, right, like a mind reader, and he tells you, oh, that is 100% their intention. I would just probably still say, yeah, it's like not worthwhile. This is not a
Yeah,
hill
exactly.
that's worth fighting on, because like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry they got away with this one. Okay, too bad.
Well, they've gotten away.
It's
So
attention.
what I think this is well, yeah, attention. This is like Smash has been like floundering to find the next thing. People are turning against him when it comes to the Alyssa Mercante case. As more evidence comes out, more people are signaling all the stupid shit he's done. So he's trying to do extreme things to do it. One of the things that he has signaled about is trans people for a while, even though I don't think he believes in that. I'm pretty sure he was very lefty for a long time until this. There's
No,
also,
I think he's always been I feel he's always been very right leaning. I think that he was pretending to care about Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, which I think is even more disgusting. Like, I'm one of those people where it's like, look, if you believe in it, you believe in it. If you don't believe in it, you don't believe in it. Whatever. At least fucking have some conviction about it.
Well, and here's the thing though, he didn't do this until I think Smash is a chaser. To be honest, that's very probably very true.
But he such
Kamoji.
cases.
That would be funny. what I think he's doing is he's trying to find the extremes, right? What was it like last month? It was the performative racism with Indian people, where he was just putting post after post after post, trying to find an audience there, and he didn't really find one because that's a small venue, right? You're not going to steal Nick Fuentes's fucking audience or any of those. It's not as big as people think it is. Now he's trying to, steady into the trans stuff. So he's been pointing out, this isn't the first time he's been pointing out trans and gay stuff. He's been doing it for about a month.
Years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like irrespective of, so this isn't me, by the way, I just want to be super clear. This isn't me saying that this is like good, right, that this happens.
Yeah.
But the trans thing is like the easiest one to win on generally because it's like the most tenuous ground and it's pretty niche. So it's like, oh, you should be able to get a slam dunk here if you want to do that, but why would you pick this? This is just the most like retarded thing you could have picked if you were gonna make this point. You'd have like way more luck bringing up Celeste for like the 10 more billionth time or something.
Yeah.
See, personally, I think the problem is that he is ripping pages out of the Yorch playbook, where you just say a bunch of stupid shit and people react to it, and they gave me attention.
I think a fun game that I would like to play with someone is like get like 10 posts from Smash, Yorch, and like Grums, and then like show them to people and have them guess who wrote what, and you would never be able to guess.
No,
like, it's the exact same shit, down to like the style and the typing and like what they say. It's kind of wild.
Ran through ChatGPT.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they were using because you have to. Isn't Twitter like you have to post a fuck ton of shit to like be able to actually make money on it, right? So like they probably do.
Yeah, you have to like it still doesn't pay out at the lower levels. Like Yorch pretends he makes money, but he doesn't make that much off of it, I guarantee.
Well, the way I feel about guys like Yorch is that Yorch could be like, oh, thanks for the engagement, thanks for this, I'm making money. It doesn't matter how much engagement you have. It doesn't matter how much money you're making.
Well, I think
are still
the whole
fucking.
Sorry. You go ahead.
It doesn't matter what you're fucking getting, and it doesn't matter like attention or money. You're still a fucking dipshit at the end of the day. I mean, people look at the richest people in the world, and they're still like, you're fucking stupid. I think. Go ahead.
The strategy. I was gonna say I think the strategy with them is the hope is they want to be like quasi Asmongold orbiters. I think Egad was pointing out earlier, like Asmongold is pretty good at this shit, so they like want to get. I think the hope is like, oh, I'm gonna make a tweet and then Asmongold is gonna pick it up and he's gonna send his audience over to signal boost it. That's like the ambition.
That's what Grums was trying to do at one point. Grums was trying to get Elon Musk's attention. He's very desperate for Elon.
Smash has done that too. He tag Elon. Hey Elon, look, I'm getting sued by Alyssa Mercante for harassment. She's actively suing me. I swear to God, that guy. I took a shit today, and by the way, Alyssa Mercante is actively suing me for harassment. If you go through that motherfucker, every time it's always the same thing. She is actively suing me for harassment every fucking time.
Crazy.
Hey,
oh wow, this is great.
Thank you, Reddy. Yeah, Deus Marionette. If you were following any of the Noah drama, Deus Marionette was Noah's artist, and she made this for me. I also got my tinfoil hat and my rifle. I just got to get with her and get it downloaded and added on, so that I can put it on when we go.
Substack for smart players.
So if you want to really know Yorch's ideals and what he actually does, like, because Yorch doesn't play games.
Oh look,
he's actually
Gaslight.
He's the other one.
Look, Gaslight.
Yes. So this is Yorch's deal, right? He doesn't care if people follow him on Twitter as much. He wants to see how he says join 530 plus investors. He's trying to do a gaming manosphere stuff. He even sells a course on how to be a YouTube. Let's see if it's on a Substack. YouTube. Take me to the game stuff. Be a better influencer. He does this because he pays a guy to teach him this stuff. Another one who follows him. Let's see if I can find the guy. He replies the guy all the time.
Also, during him trying to do a manosphere thing, obviously it's like, look, I don't show my face publicly. It's like I'm not gonna pretend I'm like, you know, I'm the second coming of Brad Pitt, but like it would get you somewhere if you weren't also the least fuckable person on planet Earth while trying to like lean into that. Like that would be a start.
True.
Like,
Jesus H.
true.
Christ, that fucking AI generated thing where he's trying to look like Claude from GTA 3. Roof. That motherfucker looks like Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
He looks like the most. He looks like your average like 30, 40-year-old guy, which is probably what he is. But
Yeah,
like,
actually-
why would you sell yourself as like, come on, man, you know? Like,
As he's
Well,
on
yeah.
board.
The AI stuff, by the way, we're getting down. I'm gonna kind of hint at that. We're talking about the Asmongold stuff.
Yeah.
But all this community noting and things like that, and I understand why Yorch is doing that. JDA was also telling me like that as it becomes harder to make money on X, more people are going to kind of slough off the X. But at that point, I think it's at that point all these companies, all these corporations are going to start moving AI into the platform, and then everybody's influencer is going to be some AI generated like YouTuber, VTuber, whatever it's going to be.
I mean, that's already
Yeah,
a
but not
problem
me.
that they say exists
Yeah.
in there. That the vast majority of the accounts,
yeah, the bot farms,
are
right?
bots,
Yeah.
right? And there's more bots on X than there are actual people. I mean, that's something we're going to see. I think one big thing with X2 is people are slogging off of it because it is just absolute cancer, beautiful slop cancer. But you know, you get tired of hearing the same takes over and over again from whether it's the anti-woke, whether it's the political sphere,
Well,
whether it's the culture war.
That's interesting because I wonder if audiences are becoming harder to read because it's reciprocal, right? The audience capture is the way that grift works is that you actually are regurgitating what your audience says back at them, and that's why they think, oh yeah, you made a great point, because you're actually listening to yourself. AI does the same thing. You used to ask AI the question, and it regurgitates whatever you say back at you, and you're like, oh, that's great, because you're listening to yourself again. I wonder if it's getting harder for them to do it, but again, we'll just make AI do the same thing, but AI's faster. So if you interact with AI, it's going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, and it's going to be like, oh yeah. So what if you need an anti-woke take? Hey, here's little AI anti-woke who's going to give you a really base take, and oh yeah, and then you'll come back tomorrow.
Your affirmation. But
You'll post
you
it
know
on
where these
Twitter.
guys you know where it's also getting harder is that you have these AI takes, because I mean it's obvious that Jeff doesn't write his own fucking material. He never did. The problem though is that when you introduce a human element like Smash and his lack of a personality, notice how fast these people turn on one another. He was fucking balls deep in Yorch, and now Yorch is like against all.
Well,
Like these
what
people
happened
turn on
with,
each other at the drop of a dime.
What happened with that is there was a big falling out between the Christian anti-wokers and the
Yeah, with melanoma macaroni.
Yeah, and the normal anti-wokers. And Yorch got the worst of it because at first he defended JDA, and then he turned around and tried to go after JDA. So they separated, and he wasn't liked by any of the anti-woke people because if he was defending JDA at first. So he got put out into the ether to do his own thing until he sucked up enough to get JDA to bring him back. Kamoji made a good point up here. He said, like, the only problem with AI is it won't add Indian.
True.
You know what? And speaking of the making of Sims thing, that brings to another point of how fast they turn on one another. Fucking, I know Smash went after, what's that dickhead's name with the beard? I know there's a lot of them, but the one dickhead with the
Demion?
cough.
Wargaming
No,
Cat?
the dickhead who tried selling the coffee. He's on the outs now.
Oh, the quartering.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going after the quartering left and right, but boy, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but fucking there was a point when he was trying to get Jeremy. That was it. Now I remember him because you mentioned it. But he was trying to get Jeremy to fucking retweet some of his bullshit, and Jeremy was like, "I don't know who you are,"
Well, because. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
and that was it.
Yeah, because with Jeremy as well, he is like I would say he's like the close. I don't know how familiar everyone here is with his history. Does the June the King video is good. There are several other really good ones. He's like a professional grifter. Like he, since day one, his like objective was I want to make like a YouTube channel that I monetize. That was kind of it. He's done like 9 different ones, and most of them failed. The quartering one stuck, so that's just like what he was doing for a while. But yeah, no, he's the most like unprincipled fuck on like planet Earth. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he was trying to get rich too.
He used to review RC cars and claw machines, if you can believe it. But now, and then he was like, "Oh, politics, that's my thing."
Well, I mean, hey, Eric used to fucking do like decent videos on shoot 'em ups, but fuck all that. But I mean, just at the end of the day, what I'm getting at though is that like you're naturally going to not want to be around people that like constantly have like these falling outs, and they have them all the time. They have them all the time. And once again, it's the Helen Lovejoy thing, where yeah, we want to get rid of these violence in the cartoons, but then when a statue with a dick hanging out comes out, you get that one person saying, "But I like that statue." And then what did Helen do immediately? "I told you she was all right about full frontal nudity. Come on." And then they left. Like this is what they do. They
Well, here's
fucking
the thing,
gang
like,
up.
I don't know if I can say this on stream or not, but Foy Dominator makes a good point. The culture war will probably never end. He comes over from EGAD Street. Well, and here's my thing. We are actually in a transitional period now. The way I've been watching it is a lot of the guys who were in the Alyssa, I call it the Alyssa Mercante age, because that's really where it started with Smash JT getting into it with Alyssa Mercante, and then all of these other guys kind of gathered around Smash. And they made their own content. Well, now a lot of these guys are starting to fall off. You're seeing a lot more of their audience arguing with them, and Demion makes a take about a game that is probably genuinely his audience attacks him. He has to take it back. Smash, seeing gay everywhere. But you're watching JDA and Yorch grow, or at least Yorch, because he's up to like 15K on X. So we're switching to a new type where it's to the point now that it's so brain dead that they will just say things. Like we're to the point that people who aren't gamers are writing gaming content online, right? Is what it comes down to.
It's kind of incredible with reference to like the first Gamergate thing, because I think that at the time legitimate criticism of people like obviously Anita Sarkeesian at the time principally, but all of the other people embroiled in that was like, you guys, and the games journals is like, you guys aren't really gamers, yet you have these strong opinions about video games, like why? And now it's like the reverse of it. It's kind of incredible. Like this is like the basic thing is like, man, you don't have to have super strong opinions about something you don't know fuck all about, and you don't need to feel that you have an obligation to proclaim very strong like affectations of being particularly learned on like on a hobby that you're not really interested or in engaging with beyond like the surface level. Like a lot of people will just play games where, because and ultimately it's funny because that's like the mentality they're appealing to, is like they don't want to treat games as art in a way. They just want to treat games as like, hey, I want to fucking get off from my 9 to 5, I want to switch on my TV and I want to play the game where I play as a big strong man and, you know, save women with big titties. And to be clear, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with that. And it was silly for people to say that there is, but it's equally silly to say, well, people who want to engage in other spaces or pursue other fantasies, they're like ontologically evil and they're trying to upend the natural order of society and trans your kids. That's obviously equivocally insane to like Anita Sarkeesian saying, well, Mario saving Peach is sexist, right? Like,
yeah, it's the other side. We've talked about it several times, the mirror of the anti-woke versus what the SJW was back in the day, where everything was, you know, now the new word, I'm getting called Marxist on a regular basis.
A Marxist?
Yeah.
When that dickhead says
like,
I mean, well, are you?
Throw something
I say, well, are you?
Well, no.
Hey, listen.
Maybe no.
Yeah, the communists. That's how the Soviet Union is going to come back. They're taking over your video games, folks.
Any news about what these freaks are doing in June? I heard a joke about them going to Sodom and Gomorrah.
No, they're just going to go out and sodomize each other.
Yeah. So let's get up, because we've been talking about the psychosis that's going on in the anti-woke community, and this is the video that Smash watched
Oh boy.
to realize that every time he looked at pink, purple,
7
and blue,
years ago.
he was becoming bisexual.
Yeah,
And he
very
had to-
recent. 7 years ago, this
Yeah.
research was bequeathed upon us.
Wow. When the
It's very
comments are
current.
off.
I don't even know.
You
if this
don't understand,
guy's-
Egat. 7 years ago, this guy, the modern Nostradamus, made this video, and now Bungie is adopting it to try to sell Halo Combat Evolved to trans people. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're not trying.
The-
They're not
the
trying
old-
to sell it to the trans. They're trying to sell it to the straights to turn them trans.
To turn them trans, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's very true.
The old Kyle
Bisexual smash
Calgren
18 for
BHHH, of course.
Yeah.
I want my wife makes me sandwiches, Floyd. You just got to go out there and find her.
Can't say that. It's sexist as fuck.
Oh, true, true. I have a more traditional it's not fully trad because my wife does work, but we are pretty close to getting it to where she could be like she
Well-
would definitely be a stay-at-home mom if she could.
Well, that's the other thing with I think Kino said this once when we were just hanging out with VC from obviously from the Oddly drama, but it's like, look, it's all well and good to be like, hey, I want these trad values, trad women, trad norms. It's like, that's fine. You can find yourself a trad wife. You just got to be a trad husband, okay? And that unfortunately is difficult to achieve while being a gremlin on Twitter, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like,
No, that's pretty
Not
spot on.
wrong.
But you know what?
Not wrong.
Look how progressive Jeff is, though.
Oh, I see what happens now.
He's a stay-at-home dad. He's fucking Mr. Mom. That's Michael Keaton right there.
he donated his college fund. Is it true, by the way? I was going to ask you, well, is this true that he donated his kids, he dipped into his kid's college fund so that he could fund his fucking stupid ass lawsuit?
Yep.
Everyone else paid
He
for that.
also dipped
Everyone
into his
else paid
college
for that.
fund, his kid's college fund, to pay for the Amico. He gave Tommy Tellerico $10,000 because Tommy let him ride his Lamborghini.
Dude,
No,
imagine
well-
this conversation with your kid, like, sorry, honey, I know you're the light of my life, and I'm a very trad Christian progressive guy. Sorry, like trad Christian traditional masculine values guy. So I'm the provider man for my family. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to go to community college because, daddy had to fucking argue with this retard on the internet.
Dad had to save video games. Remember that was his thing. He's saving video games.
One of these days, my kids and their friends are going to look at me and
Except,
say, that's the guy who saved video games.
Except Smash isn't Christian at all. I think he actually hates Christians.
Yeah,
I mean, that wouldn't
think
surprise me.
so. Well, yeah, he was on the opposite Christian side when
Oh, was he?
Mac and all
Okay,
that. Yeah,
so-
when Melanie Mac
Oh,
went crazy.
okay. Well, Melanie Mac is also not Christian.
Well, fair enough. But I have this argument with that because I have met women like Melanie Mac
Yeah.
who
They do
are
exist.
They do exist. So I'm always questioning it. It is a little
You-
weird she
wait,
married a
wait.
gay guy, but
So you're telling me no. Well, the thing is, and this is what
Character
happens. So
development.
yeah.
you're telling me that you have met women who have driven men to the other fucking team and then gone ape shit and eaten sticks
So,
of butter
all
and
right.
gotten hospitalized for
You're-
dehydration.
You're gonna make me defend Melanie Mac here, but the allegation that her first husband left her for a gay man is not true. It's funny, and it may be happening now, but it's not true.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's funny, dude. Me when I lie.
Yes.
He deserves it.
It's
Actually,
funny to think
where,
of.
You know where I found that out? Kiwi
Where?
Farms. Kiwi.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
Was that nestled right underneath fucking Alyssa's address?
probably.
Mm.
Probably. I don't know.
But no, super progressive, man. Stays at home all fucking day in a fucking slanty shanty while the wife goes out and works in a cancer
Yeah.
ward. That's fucking hardcore.
Well, to be
man
fair,
shit right there.
she's funding the saving of video games, so I think it's worth it.
I mean, she's
No,
funding-
everyone else that listens to him is fun. But that actually brings me back to something I was going to say earlier. This is a point that I've always made from the very beginning about this bullshit with the stupid lawsuit.
Oh, they're going to be digging into my children's college fund.
There was no
a-
digging into the children's college fund when we threw $10,000 up Tommy Tellerico's ass. There was no
So-
digging into the college fund. There was no digging into the college fund when he built a $9,000 fucking shack in his backyard. But fuck the kid's bathroom. Oh, look, Komeji beat me to the punch.
Yeah. Well, here's
But-
what the reason Smash always brings up his kids, and if you watch it, like once we're gonna go pattern recognition here. Once you see it, you can't unsee
It's a shield.
Once he saw, like, I guarantee you, in the next day or so, he's going to post a picture of him having fun with his kids. He uses them as a shield
100%.
when he's catching a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
He's like, it's
He
like,
has
look,
been
you're
doing
not
that.
just fucking me. If you rape me on the internet, you're not just fucking me, okay? You're fucking little Timmy by proxy, okay? His college
no.
fund is gonna get ruined.
Well, no joke. When this first happened, fucking he was raising all that money, and then just magically, out of the blue, he said, and I quote,
Well, we were considering whatever's left over from this that we were going to donate to the Children's Cancer Fund. So, Alyssa, if you don't stop this lawsuit, you're literally taking money away from cancer patients.
that is exactly what he fucking
All
said.
of this because he couldn't get over some guy being wrong on the internet. Like, do you know how fucking many of those there are? Guys who are wrong on the internet? It's the vast majority of them. Anyway, sorry, we need to get to this video.
Everyone but me.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start watching the bisexual lighting, the rise of
Yeah, I
pink,
can't wait to hear this
purple,
bullshit.
and blue. So it was rising 7 years ago, but here we are in big old 2026.
What the fuck is wrong with blue?
So a few months back, this tweet by writer Hattie Soiken was making the rounds, and it had screen caps of these 4 movies in it. And I responded, half-jokingly, with this. Idea for a video essay. The rise of bi-lighting. And people seemed to like my joke tweet. So... wanna talk about bi-lighting?
Plus,
Yeah.
did fucking Master of the Total Douche Fence Shotgun like gain weight or lose weight? Because they look alike.
I don't even know who
I was
this
gonna
guy
say,
is.
Scourge, I think you said it as well. It's like, so, look, I'm like pulling this one out, okay, and I'm on the younger side, so it's fresher in my memory. But
Good.
this smacks of lack of grass touching. Okay, you go to any club, you go to any promenade on in like a major city at night, any boulevard, it's gonna be bi-lighting generally.
Absolutely.
It's just-
But
It's
and you know what? I'm going to point out something else.
Gaming
One
Guy,
of
did you
the
see that he had a video called "The Future Has Already Happened." That's really ironic, given this is 7 years ago, and
Right.
Smash is returning.
And here we are watching his.
Yeah, look, the future has already happened.
Oh no.
one of
there.
the movies that this
already
idiot is highlighting. One of the movies that this idiot is highlighting is Blade Runner 2049, a fucking cyberpunk movie. And what is like cyberpunk plastered in neon?
Yeah. Well, and like I think someone pointed it out, like the 80s, late 80s, like early 90s, like cyber, like just sci-fi aesthetic is like very associated with neon and
Absolutely.
like the
Even-
grid,
yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Even
But-
I think
but hold
rock
on.
from that period of time had a lot of those
Look at-
hair bands
I-
and
I
stuff
would-
like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was born in 84. This shit was all over the place. Look at the bisexual lighting in this motherfucker with the purple on the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep
Uh-huh.
going.
Maybe purple is just a nice fucking color.
if you ask me how I'm doing, here is my reply. I'm getting by. I'm getting by. Oh yeah.
Jesus
This is
fucking
already
Christ.
making me bisexual. I'm turning gay as we speak.
Well, so by the way, this is just like not to nerd out on this too hard because I was going to save it, but it's always worth clarifying. The reason bi-lighting is so popular is because so obviously number one, color contrast, and two, color composition. You can pretty much because they're the either ends of the spectrum. You can generally combine them with anything and it will work. You can do it with black. You can do it with white, as was in those. You can do it with like other low, high contrast colors, and it will work because
And,
the
yeah, they
blue
work
and red are the either ends of the color spectrum. So obviously that's like that's how that works for those who are interested. But it's like, no, let's learn about the agenda instead.
Well, this also shows how stupid this guy and Jeff are. I mean, we don't need any further proof.
Well,
that
this guy
Jeff is a
hasn't said
fucking
anything
moron.
bad about it. He just said it's bisexual. He may have really good.
I know, but here's
Yeah.
the whole thing, though. What the fuck is bi? It means two.
Well, there's only
Two
two lights.
fucking lights.
Well, I guess there's
Yes.
3 lights.
What's non-binary lighting then? What's that one? What was that one? It's just white.
It's just white.
It's a close up of Erika Ishii's forehead.
Bipolar.
Actually, I would say this concept actually goes far back. Have any of you had to like wear a suit for like an interview?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you so do you remember how you have to combine the cool colors with the warm colors?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same principle goes with that. It's just pleasing to the eye if you got the cools with the warms to kind of mix together like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
paint Warhammer, like I'm really deep into the colors
Yeah.
and mixing stuff and things like that. Like I was telling them, I have a color wheel right above my desk. Just to
Speaking
look
of
at things. So,
color
like,
wheel,
yeah, purple and
could you bring
blue
up-
and all that. Go ahead.
speaking of the warm colors and dressing like warm and dressing like you have a personality and like you have some class, dude, could you bring up a picture of fucking Jeff wearing that rented zoot suit that was
Oh,
3
God.
feet sized?
Oh my god.
Well, it's just like color, especially in art as well. Like color theory and which colors you pick is really interesting. Like those, it's always interesting to me. An example I like for this is the first Jurassic Park movie, where the humans at the start, where they're trying to get the Velociraptor like in the cage, it's like they're illuminated with like a very stark, sharp blue, because it's like that's like blue is like the color of industry, technology in a lot of ways, and then obviously the Velociraptor is like with green because that's like nature, right? And it's like there's a lot of interesting stuff in that goes into color theory.
Absolutely.
really
And
compelling.
Spielberg was a master at that shit.
He was really good with
at
it.
visuals. The lighting always reminded me of Hellraiser, which, oh my god, that must be woke because Clive Barker.
Pretty true, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Let's hear this man substantiate the point. I'm sure it'll be great.
Yes.
Yes.
Let my bi flag fly.
First off, what is bi lighting? Well, any lighting that replicates the color scheme of the bisexual flag, that being pink, blue.
Oh god, it's the flag. Really?
Okay, dude.
He was too busy
Like,
looking at the fucking
this
colors
is
to
the thing.
think about.
Are you saying every color is gay because the fucking gay flag is a rainbow? Like, what are we talking about here?
Everything except black.
Wow.
Black is not a
No
color.
matter what these people
This
do,
guy
they will
was
never
so-
corrupt the truth.
This
Yeah.
guy was so blinded by the fucking bisexual colors that he never thought to sync up the audio on his fucking video.
True. But it's also like this is already as like I don't know. I let's see what he has to say. But like this is already
Yeah.
okay. This is chill, man.
Oh God.
God.
itself
That's more
dates
of a
back to
lavender,
1998,
isn't it?
when an activist named
Yeah.
Michael Page
Yeah.
designed it to increase bi visibility within the LGBT community.
I don't care if you wear high heels or
So he designed the flag, so that immediately means those colors together are bi.
tie.
Yes.
You might just catch my eye because I'm definitely bi.
Of course,
I don't even know who this guy is. Like, I've never heard of this guy.
Literally no one.
Well,
Yeah.
How many subscribers does he have?
No,
Seven-
not
No,
this
I think
guy,
no,
80
the
83.
artist guy, right? But it's like, yeah, it's fundamentally amusing to me that like the premise of this is already so fucked. It's like, why do people want to combine, like, why do people want to combine blue and red? Well, we could talk about the stuff that we talked about, or this one guy made a song about being proudly bi, and then he made a flag, and that's why this is bi, and that's why it's so popular. It's like,
All right,
what?
I have two quick
Sorry?
things to say. And two quick things to say, and then I'm gonna shut up for a second here. I know everyone's going. Thank God. One, the Nazis built the Autobahn. So if you ride on the fucking Autobahn in Germany, you're a fucking Nazi. And two,
True.
why the fuck is he bringing up Suspiria? Most of that movie was red. But I would love to hear him talk shit about this movie because that was a visual masterpiece for the 70s.
Dominator agrees with you on those.
It's one of my
it wasn't
favorite
the first
horror
time an
movies.
artist set
Yeah.
pink next to blue.
Test.
And of course, neon pinks and blues defined so much of what we consider the 80s look.
Oh no!
Jim.
Look at all that. So he's already kind of like contradicting himself.
Pivoted.
Like,
Yeah, well, he's already pivoted. It's like, which of these? So, Mr. Video Man, which of these do you think had a larger, like, general promulgation in society? The 80s as like an aesthetic, or the bisexual flag?
You know what? You know what stands out to me more? The big fucking buff guy in the tank top right there. That motherfucker's definitely a bear.
I can't remember ever seeing anything but the rainbow flag for like the vast majority of my life. Like,
yeah, the flag shit is new. Yeah, absolutely. It's a recent phenomenon.
Especially in crime stories. Traditional noir was monochrome, but neo-noir, neon blues and pinks. But in the 21st century, the connection between the color scheme and bisexuality...
I was gonna say Blade Runner also isn't like I was gonna say being like calling Blade Runner neo noir is like weird. It's like its own thing, like you said. It was like the first cyber. It's like the first of a thing rather than an iteration of this thing. I would say.
Yeah.
So Ridley Scott is by now.
True.
Well, you could say that like Blade Runner is what brought the cyberpunk aesthetic to.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the movie.
It would be
Runner, Akira.
It would be like calling Lord of the Rings like sword and sorcery, right? It'd be like, no, it's kind of its own thing at that point.
Never mind Conan. But this, I mean, automatically, if this is where Jeff is getting his information from, I'm already like, well, this has got to be the dumbest shit ever. And boy, did it deliver.
Yeah.
Well, look, it might get good. That's 13 more minutes or something.
He may like completely change our minds, or we might end this gay.
Especially within certain fandoms.
Oh, fuck off!
Lady Gaga used a purple palette in this video, and last year, Charlize Theron's explicitly bisexual character in Atomic Blonde was bathed in pinks and blues.
That's just the way.
That's red and blue, you idiot. Why would you? Why would you say something and then show something different?
Hey, guess what? When you mix red and blue, it becomes a color on
Purple.
the wheel, right?
Yeah. Well, so here's a fun fact: if you mix any color in any composition, it becomes a different color, but yet it isn't that color at the time. So I don't know why you would. I mean, so to be clear, Atomic Blonde, he is correct about the point. Like Atomic Blonde does have a lot of neon lights in it that are like pinks and purples. I just find it funny as fuck that like you picked the one scene where there's no purple like on screen.
It's clearly red, blue on one side, red on the other. Again, a lot of these scenes too that he's showing are nightclub scenes, right? Where neon, where neon is a lot more prolific. So yeah, this is kind of like already like we go back to he's already mentioned the 80s. Yeah, that's a major point to a lot of those colors. He's showing nightclubs, and then he's showing the wrong colors.
Well, it's and if you want to go into art stuff more, again into like color theory, like red and blue, the reason they're often blurred and like you have the dualities is like when someone has to make two opposite decisions, or like they have two opposing personalities that are clashing. Like the blue is like the cool, composed, versus red tends to be the like hot-blooded, aggressive color, right? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's the other thing too. Is one, Atomic Blonde is based off of a fucking graphic novel. And two, the same guy who directed it is the guy that did John Wick. And what is John Wick riddled with besides gunfights?
Blue and purple?
Neon lights.
Gunfights and clubs, I was going to say.
Gunfights and clubs, yeah.
Yeah.
Blonde was bathed in pinks and blues.
That's just the way you make me feel.
Then Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer dropped, and she came out as pansexual, which is different from bisexual, but I can devote an entire video to these.
Okay. He's already. I might have just paused Andy'd him, but that fucking statement is you're like, so-and-so came out as pansexual. You haven't said that about any of the fucking other stuff you've shown. So why is blue and pink, like why is this instance her going pansexual signaling it, but the other movies you haven't mentioned anybody being bi? It's just the colors.
So this is
I think from what I know about the trans flag is the pink and blue and the white. The white is supposed to represent a merger, like you can go either way. So that might be the pansexual thing going on here. I don't know. That's
Yeah, but he's kind of
that might be
connecting
it.
it to the bisexual lighting. He's
Yeah.
like, the bisexual lighting happened in this show, and then she came out as pansexual, right? Why is there this connection here, but he's not making the connection with all the other movies? Why didn't
No, I got you. Yeah.
he say, well, like, look at all of these artists from the 80s that were bi, right?
Yeah.
Because
Or
we've
symbolism
graduated
throughout.
to pansexual lighting.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
it's also like, again, with what he said, I'm still like, the sticking point is still, okay, so why are we assuming that these people are trying to like go for like a bisexual aesthetic over just like an 80s aesthetic?
Yeah.
It's
What
just
makes it
like,
bi?
obviously, yeah.
Out all of Dirty Computer, but I'd be getting off track. Then Pantone declared this symbolism throughout as pansexual, which is different from bisexual, but I can devote an entire video to these color symbolism throughout all of Dirty Computer, but I'd be getting off track. Then Pantone declared this shade of violet to be the color of the year for 2018, so it's officially a trend. So why is
Okay,
everyone...
that's cool. So now Jarvis, show me all of the examples of people using quote-unquote bisexual writing in contexts that do not like pertain to sexuality at all, and I promise you there'll be more of them. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
it's like, oh, this was said to be the new color of the year, so all the movie stars and actors and people started using
True.
it, right?
Yeah.
You mean like piss green or piss yellow was the color of like the shooter games all through the fucking 2000s, right?
How much Gatorade are you drinking, man?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't.
You said
drink
piss
Gatorade.
green.
Oh,
Piss green.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah, but like the overarching thing here is so this was entirely worthless. Like if you just think about the argumentation here, he said, so we know this is bisexual lighting, and because there's this flag that uses these colors. Also, there's this entire like decade of aesthetics associated with it. Also, look at all these examples of people who are bisexual using this, which could just be happenstance because it's a popular aesthetic. Like it's just a tautology. It's like bisexual lighting is bisexual because bisexual people use bisexual lighting, and we know that that's bisexual lighting because bisexual people use it. It's like, okay, dude, thank you. That was very useful. Glad we spent 5 minutes on that.
Right. And then, I mean, even then, he's kind of like disproving himself with like, this is what the popular color was, so everyone used it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder
Throwing
why
pinks
the
and blues
comment
and everything.
section has been turned off.
No.
I have no idea.
Comments are
No idea.
I probably know the answer to that. This was around 2019, and around the same time, 2019. You got to remember, like, this is why the anti-woke grift got started. Is you had a lot of left wingers kind of making videos just like this, and just people got tired of it because it just started flooding YouTube and other parts of social media. So that's probably why they turned the comments off, because people were just harassing us. You
Yeah,
know.
probably.
Yeah.
We're telling him how
exactly.
fucking stupid he is.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, a lot of people would turn off comments as well. Generally, when that happens, it's like, and if we could see the dislike ratio, that would be another piece of information. But that's been taken away from us.
I want to
so.
know if this motherfucker goes in on Count Dracula because he wears a cape.
He's about
True.
to bring up Cinderella.
Let's
Sleeping
go,
Beauty.
baby. Sleeping Beauty, yeah. You fucking
Sleeping
idiot.
Beauty,
You got it
I'm
wrong.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I don't remember my
I have
Disney
two-
princesses.
I have 2 daughters. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have 2 daughters too, but
So
they're, like,
what's this
what's
reference?
this, bisexual.
Oh,
dress.
because they changed the colors of Aurora's dress.
There's the obvious answer, that it's part of a larger social movement to increase
Like, what did that have to fucking do with anything?
Because Disney was
The
woke,
obvious
I guess.
answer that it's part of a large social movement. That's the obvious answer, is it?
Yeah.
Obvious as per whom?
Wasn't Sleeping
Jesus.
Beauty like in the late 50s?
I was about to say the
It
same
was
thing.
like it was like in the 40s, wasn't it? Wasn't it like the second one they made after Snow
Well,
White?
that's even fucking worse because you know.
No,
something,
sorry, it
they
was
made
on screen. It was on screen. It was 57. Yeah, you're right, 50s. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
Walt
just-
fucking Nazi Disney with his fucking bisexual agenda.
I know.
True.
It.
59.
visibility and
yeah.
acceptance of people who are attracted to 2 or more genders.
It
Uh-huh.
wasn't that he wanted to freeze his head so he could be brought back to life. It's that he wanted to give a lot of head in the freezer because he was secretly bisexual.
Big if true.
But that seems a little too simple of an answer, especially for me. And
No, that seems retarded.
show
I'll be honest with you.
all color symbolism.
It just seems like the dumbest thing anyone could have ever said about colors.
Yeah. Well, and this is like ultimately, it's just like you know, like he's like, oh yeah, well, why is it so obvious to me? Well, it's because you're weird, man. You're strange. You're bizarre. You don't think about these things the same way most people do. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He needs to get fucking laid.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, man. He has a face for radio and a voice for print, so it's gonna. Sorry, that's mean. That was mean. That was mean. I apologize.
It was. Disavow. We disavow, Jan.
Yeah.
Kind of arbitrary anyway. I mean, how do we know that your blue, pink, and purple is the same as my pink, blue, and purple? Well, I did some research.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
The science
Now,
of
I'm not a scientist,
bylighting.
so-
The science of, I never thought
No, I'm not a scientist. That's a good. So not saying that you have to is just extremely funny. Being like the science of biolighting, first line. So I'm not a scientist. Anyway.
Well, if I botch this explanation, go easy on me. So
Okay.
light
That's what he
moves
said.
in waves, and the wavelength determines how that color appears to the human eye. Your eye can only pick up
Ooh,
a
this is
small band
interesting.
of the complete
this is
electromagnetic
true.
Yeah.
spectrum. These are called
This is
pure colors,
sixth
or
form, high school.
spectral colors.
chemistry
So how
and
does the eye
physics,
see
so-
color?
Yeah.
With two types of photosensitive cells, raw
Why the fuck are we going into the eye?
He shouldn't.
Like,
he
Yeah,
shouldn't-
where the fuck are we? Where are we?
I want
Is he gonna start talking about like bisexual receptors in your eyes or some shit?
That's what I'm wondering.
Your eyes go gay. Oh my
I
just
god,
like,
you have 2 eyes.
I have to get
You have 2 eyes.
Your eyes are bisexual, prescriptively
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
But I do want to quote a movie, Problem Child. Who's seen it?
Me, I have.
Maybe if I shrug my shoulders and move my hands around like this, maybe people think I know what I'm talking
I know what I'm
about.
talking about. Yeah.
rods which detect brightness, and cones which detect color. There are
This matches bisexual receptors are going into overdrive. That's for sure.
are 3 types of cones which detect different wavelengths of light: long, medium, and short, or reddish, greenish, and bluish. All the colors you can see are combinations picked
Well, no,
up by
this part
these-
is true. This is legitimately
I
true,
mean,
but
he's-
it's
yeah.
also
I know, but this
it's
is
also
throwing all this shit
horrendously
out.
off topic. It's horrendously off topic. All
That's
you
what
needed
I
to
mean.
explain, all you needed to explain is light exists on a spectrum, and a red and I'm gonna assume he's going to say red and blue are opposites of it, which is
Yeah.
true.
Mhm.
But
Well, but I know, but this is like, I'm gonna go take a dump, and instead of just saying I ate a meal and it went through my stomach and it's coming down now, this is like, well, when it passes through the esophagus, it moves on down to the
Yeah.
stomach, and then it does a loop-de-loop and a twisty turn.
I don't know where I heard it, but I heard someone give this analogy that a lot of video essayists will do this, where it's like to understand apples, we must first understand the concept of fruit. It's like, do we? I don't know that we do
Yeah.
actually.
No, this
It
is
makes you sound like you know what you're talking about, even if you don't. know what you're
exactly,
talking
and
about. Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that. It is a legitimate method that a lot of these motherfuckers
Yeah.
do. The whole point is to try to show people that, hey, I know what
Oh.
I'm talking about because I did the research.
Kameji beat me to it again, and he even used apples. Fuck.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You said this is how to make apple pie first.
Dude,
you
if we're
first
ever gonna
create
go
the
on a-
universe.
Well,
If we're ever gonna go on a fucking game show, I want Kameji on the fucking buzzer.
yeah.
Dude, Comanche
Man, is
has
it hard to
he's-
not just see this completely cynical as like, oh, you're just trying to pad the runtime to make it seem like you know
No.
what you're talking about?
Yeah,
like,
it
okay.
is.
It's
fair enough.
Look,
impossible
it's-
for me to be as
It's a 15-minute video, so he's trying to pad
Yeah.
to the fit because that was what.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That was what
15
was
minutes is
possible.
like
this is way
15
too fucking
minutes.
long.
You can do so much in 15 minutes, man. Like, why are we wasting time on this? You know, like
It's absolutely impossible for me to not look at this cynically because I make fucking YouTube videos as a hobby.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know all the tricks that these fuckers do. I'm not going to do them, but I know them. It's just, this is padding. This
Like-
is an attempt to try to show the audience that's watching this that this guy knows his shit. And I've seen people do this in gaming videos all the
Well,
fucking time.
The thing is also, this is like not impressive. This is like high school physics. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
don't want to like dunk on someone, but like you learn this shit in high school. Like, oh, this is they make you do the little experiment, like, oh, we're gonna turn the lights off and we're gonna, shine the flashlight at the thing and it's gonna refract into like all the different colors, like the Isaac Newton shit. They do that all the time.
Like me
3
personally,
cells.
I would not put something like this in a video that I'm producing because I'd feel that this is insulting my audience's intelligence.
So you just
Yeah,
gotta do
it's
what I
why is
do,
this here? Just totally off
lazily-
topic.
Yeah, you just got to do what I do, Jersey. You just got to lazily stream, and then maybe one day cut it up into VODs.
which
Based.
can be measured. Now, if you graph these values in a 3D space and then calculate the values on each axis
God.
required to replicate
You
every
couldn't even
spectral
sync
color,
that shit up,
you
dude.
get this U shape. If you compress this visually
Yeah, you
onto
get a
a 2D
parabola.
plane,
You're correct.
then
You couldn't
fill in
look
the
that one
shape.
up in
You
Wikipedia,
have
wherever
a-
you found this.
He
But
couldn't
Yeah.
even fucking put the shit. Like, look
We
how
gotta-
he painted the fucking.
We got to.
Do you see the way that he's moving his hands around and the shit's not even like lined up right? Dude, fucking
Uh-huh.
fix the position of your goddamn graph.
Yeah, he's just
You
now learning
lazy
about.
fuck.
Give the guy a
I'm
break.
somewhat
He's
over the
just now
fact-
learning about colors.
I'm still not over the fact that we're just here. This is in my video about bisexual lighting. We're talking about like like high school physics. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
This
what
is,
the fuck?
This is insane.
full representation of every color the human eye can detect, arranged as absolute values relative to each other. This graph is called the CIE chromaticity diagram, commissioned by the International Commission on Illumination in 1931. CIE being the acronym for the French name of the group.
Oh my
And
god,
this
shut up!
is the
Can we
ultimate
get to the
authority
point,
on
please?
what
Holy
colors
fuck!
are.
I'm gonna lose my
Everything
mind.
on this line is a pure color. And this line, the space in between the reddest red and the violetest violet, is called the line of purple. These aren't spectral
What?
colors, but combinations of short and long wavelengths of light. And that is where bi-lighting lives.
Okay,
Wow.
so wonderful. Okay, so wonderful. I just wanna. I'm gonna kill myself. So in GTA 5, in GTA 5, but like, we just spent 2 minutes so that this motherfucker can explain to us how purple is made. That is why we're here.
You want to know what's? I'm going to tell you the saddest thing of all.
He better say the
Jeff Tarzia watched this video instead of spending time with his children.
and nodded his fucking head. He nodded
He was
his
like,
head
"You're
with
so
like
smart."
this guy's right. This is why they're trying to trans us.
Like,
So
man,
you
I'll
see-
do it. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So
go
where
ahead.
can we see bi-lighting
This is
in
the
nature?
same asshole who listened to an
Well,
Italian.
there's a
man who
reason
was only
most sci-fi
5'2",
uses pinks,
saying
blues, and
they're
purple.
gaming racist. They're literally gaming racist.
I feel like I'm watching a monitor review.
True.
Bulls is a quick shorthand for alien.
Was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people.
What?
Fucking Thanos has been purple since the fucking inception of the character.
So this is the thing, like, he is right about this, that there's a reason that, like, because this is like this is the boundary line between the like perceptible space of colors we can see. This is like the furthest limit of it. That is probably true, that is why it's codified for alien. It's also a very unnatural color. Like, however, what about green? I'd say green, like neon green, is more associated with aliens. It's
Well,
also
yeah,
just like associated with reality because of the nature of space and like the way the different compounds mix. Like obviously, when you look at things like the pillars of creation and nebulas, you see a lot of those high contrast like neon colors because of
Now-
just how things look to us with the
Now,
tools we have
Jan,
available.
I know exactly why you say that neon green is more closely associated with aliens, and that is because Captain James T. Kirk fucked a green bitch.
Correct. Yes. 100%.
True.
100%.
So,
Pretty
I
base.
don't think Smash.
Bum, bum, bum,
Kimoji at it
bum, bum,
again.
bum,
I don't think Smash watched the video. He's probably
Yeah.
asked ChatGPT to review it for
Yeah.
him. Or
Mhm.
I think the most cool
Do you know,
Well,
I
like-
just, do you know I
are
just
fairly,
realized?
fairly alien looking. Yeah.
You know how he wears the Mario hat?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
His streams. Mario wears red and blue.
Oh,
True. Well, Waluigi is purple, so is Waluigi bi? This is a big
No,
discovery we're making.
Waluigi.
well, no, Mario is red and so when you think about it, Mario is red and blue, and then Wario has purple shorts, and Waluigi has a purple shirt. What did Nintendo mean by this? But like this is a not to be too much of a nitpicker here, but I would say okay, yes, technically probably the fact that it's the the boundary line of purple has something to do with it. I would also probably say that it's more so because like sci-fi really became prominent as a genre coincidentally, I'm sure, around the same time we started being a lot more invested in space. And we confidently were able to say that a lot of space is like if you look at space, you see these colors. That is what space looks like, just objectively.
Can't believe. Did Doctor Strange actually come out in 2016?
It did, yeah.
That makes me feel old. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say when it comes to yeah, it does make you feel old, doesn't it? But I would say when it comes to like the color purple and like aliens wise, I think nowadays at least the color purple and into the deeper blues tends to be closer met with like eldritch horror or things like that.
Yeah.
I think of like
Cthulhu,
Cthulhu, those kind of things where it's like you're right, it's on that line.
Mind Flayers from D&D.
Yeah, Mind Flayers from D&D. The color purple.
Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my God, all
no,
that
it's not
stuff.
the color
Baldur's Gate 3
purple.
mentioned.
Color of
like the
space.
plurality.
Yeah.
The reality is there is probably a plurality of factors at play here, as there is with anything. But he's hyper focusing on this one because in his head he came up with it, and it's like okay, that's. You noticing it's like what you talked about with the pattern recognition thing. Like a lot of people forget, I think, noticing a pattern, that's the start, that's not the conclusion, that is the starting point. It's like, okay, this is happening, why? And it's like, okay, well, this is one reason, but are there other reasons? Well, when did all of these sci-fi shows come out, and like what was the technology available to us at the time, and how accurate a perception just walk outside and look at like the night sky, like Aurora Borealis, right? Like the northern lights, you see a lot of high contrast colors. This is just associated with space, man. I don't know what to tell you. And with celestial features, lightning bolts like tend to be like orange, blue, and purple, right? So like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you know what I want?
Doom,
You know what this fucking video does to me?
Yeah, true.
This video is so terrible that it's making me wonder other shit. Like if Jeff watches Aliens, does he get triggered because?
If you think that's
hold on.
We're watching Smash's video next.
Oh, cool.
Why?
Because you just want me to rip his shit apart, but I mean, like, this video is so bad. It's making me wonder, like, if Jeff watches Aliens and gets triggered because the aliens are black.
Probably.
Well, he's pro BLM, right? So I mean, that's yeah.
Flying purple people.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go back
it's
to
so
like,
funny.
The Blob, like there's this from Beyond. The Blob was very purple.
The Blob is red
and pink. No, he's purple and pink.
But the
remake
Blob himself
one,
is
not
red,
the Steve
right?
McQueen one.
Oh yeah,
the,
true.
The Steve McQueen one was
You are
more
correct,
red.
Yeah.
It was a little more purple in the remake.
Yeah.
That's probably.
Well, I was also gonna say it's funny that like a lot of these references he's pulling up are also quite recent because like if you go back in time and you think about like what was. Like, let's go to Anno Domini 2000, right? Like, what is going to be people's immediate thoughts when you say alien? Probably the Xenomorph, probably the Predator, and then probably E.T. would be, like, the three big ones, I would assume. None of them are purple, mate. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
right. Well, E.T. is, like, the leading into the grays, and where you see a lot of the grays
He's too
in
brown.
media as well.
Yeah.
He's too brown? Well... that's why
the alien is poopy
get
brown.
his ass back to his country.
Star Wars. Star Wars notably doesn't have any purple aliens either. So
yeah,
at least not the early one.
Greedo is green though.
Yeah, exactly. Greedo is green. That is true. The band at Mos Eisley is like white. I guess in 6 you had Bib Fortuna. He's kind of pink, right? So.
Oh my fucking god!
So Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, red lightsaber, blue lightsaber. Okay.
Every time they clash it together.
Mace Windu. Mace fucking Windu.
Yeah.
Well, he had a green in the final one though, so he rejected the gay and Return of the Jedi.
I do want to say one thing. Jeff, because you do vanity searches, you fucking sack of shit. If you make a video about ET being a fucking euphemism for the invasion of the Indian people, you fucking owe me residuals.
Please, Smash.
Before you get
God.
community noted.
Please make that video.
And then you're gonna do a fucking 2 a.m. stream in your slanty shanty.
Ah, fuck that guy.
Fuck you
All right.
too, Jeff.
We got to make it through this 15-minute video.
This is more entertaining.
Most light sources you can think of are incandescent, meaning that they give off light because they're also giving off heat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. So not only fire, but most light bulbs, the sun, stars, anything that burns, essentially. And all incandescent light gives off the same kind of white light the hotter the object is burning. And that white can be tracked on our diagram with this line, called the Planckian locus, after physicist Max Planck. So as something burns hotter, it'll go from red-orange to white to light blue, the hotter it gets. Filmmakers know this phenomenon as color temperature. So if you ever shot something without white bouncing at first and it came out looking orange or bluish, that's why. And it's probably why every blockbuster in the last 10 years has defaulted to that blue and orange color palette. It's flashy without feeling unnatural, an aesthetic which eventually reached its zenith under Nicholas Winding Refn. And in Refn's later work, he started exploring less naturalistic color schemes. Because these
Dude,
deep
fix your
purple...
fucking audio.
So is he saying like the hotter flame gets, the gayer it gets?
Yeah, pretty true. Well, I mean, so this is simply true, but like it's also, so doesn't this completely, why did you start this off with saying that like bi lighting is anything associated with the bi flag?
I just
Like-
realized the genie in Aladdin is blue, but Jafar is red.
Are you just gonna be noticing for the rest of the stream?
Yeah, please stop.
Wait a
ruining
minute.
My childhood. Well, here's the thing, like he's been doing this whole time. Like, yeah, we started at the bi flag as these colors, but then he's given very obvious examples of why these lights are used in the media, really disproving his point.
Yeah, like and it's also like most blockbusters still use standard like color theory generally. Like they still use this palette. In fact, most movies use this palette. Like, you know, he pulled up, obviously, he's like, oh, wow, like, look at these recent movies. Like, well, okay, look at, like, 80s movies. Look at Taxi Driver. Very strong, normal, like, incandescent, you know, light colors. But the reason films do this is not just for, like, it's not for any sort of, like, color theory, artistic reason necessarily. It's mainly just for readability. Because we see things easier, we pick out things easier in natural looking environments than unnatural ones, obviously. And so if you're going to make a grounded movie like The Social Network, or like a relatively grounded one like Drive, you're obviously going to default to normal, natural, high readability color schemes versus something like a cyberpunk or a Blade Runner or a sci-fi or even a fantasy, where you're going to want to have it look a bit strange, a bit alien. Like, I think Nostradamus, Komeiji in chat pointed it out that World of Warcraft has a lot of these. A lot of fantasy has a lot of, especially higher fantasy has a lot of like these high contrast colors. Not so much like Lord of the Rings, but then Lord of the Rings is pretty low to the ground stylistically. So
yeah.
Purples and pinks and magentas don't appear in nature. They appear in the illusion created.
What? Created by blue.
yeah, like what do you mean? I was gonna say, what do you mean they don't appear in nature?
Did he say blues? Hold on, let's go back.
Well, no. He said like magentas and purples. Yeah, like
okay.
yeah, exactly.
I
Like
hate to
any
fucking
flower.
tell you,
Like
I hate to tell you, fucking blueberries. Blueberries are fucking purple. They're not blue. Like, what are you talking about? Grapes.
This is,
Grapes are purple. I just named
well,
like we
okay,
just named two off the top of our heads.
I'm gonna steelman him here. I think he means like lighting wise, but like what about moonlight? That's like silvery blue. What about lightning?
Yeah.
That's incandescent light. Lightning is bluish purple. the sky, right? Like
blue.
like yeah, it's
Blue things,
Yeah,
yeah. Blue things aren't
I'm
very
partial.
common, but they are
Yeah.
there.
I'm partial to the idea that, like, yeah, obviously magenta, you're not going to get much natural light that adopts a magenta color.
Even some
but
animals,
then,
by the way, like you ever seen the P. metallica from India?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
tarantula, yeah,
Mhm.
very blue. Very blue.
like, yeah, a lot of insects do it.
Frogs, yeah.
Like the reality is, this is like, again, this is the beginning of the point. It's like, yeah, no, we don't see a lot of them in nature, therefore they tend to have this association for us, but it's nothing to do with like, bring the light spectrum at this point is bizarre because anything that we see is just reflected light. So saying that, like, if I'm staring at the sun is the source of the light, but the sun is also the light being reflected back to me, and then everything else is light reflected back to me. So this is just like, this is he's thinking about this in a very weird way, where like light is just literally the emission of photons versus like the reception of photons into the eye, which I would say for us humans is certainly the more pertinent part of the interaction, because that's how we see. So like, you know.
I have no idea what you just said. Let's keep going.
Created by blue and red light.
Sorry.
Illusion.
No, you're good. I got it. I'm just fucking with you.
I understood. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Actually, a
Can we like
simple-
put this at like 1.25 or 1.5?
Yeah,
You know-
I'm with you on
actually,
that because this guy is.
I just read, is this guy an orc from 40k? Does he think that painting shit different things like changes its property? Like if you painted purple, it's the sneakiest color. If you painted red, it'll go quicker.
Yeah,
It might be.
exactly right. That's
It's
true.
possible.
for us, but rather
offended
something with
right
a wider
now.
range of
Do you guys
vision.
know the meaning of
These
purple rain?
flowers are purple not for us.
Not aware
but for
now.
their
I'm not a Prince guy.
Well, let's put the science aside and use the simplest possible
Yeah, it's,
definition of purple. Blue
So it's raining
plus red.
blood, but when you look up through the blood and you see the blue sky, it turns purple.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That's
War Machine? How
Yeah.
the fuck did you manage to find something that is more boring than most of like Jeff's shit?
Let's put the science. Well, no, now he's gonna go. Let's go to Science Society and go for the simplest definition: blue plus red. We could have just started here.
Yeah.
Why did we? Like, anyway, yeah, crack on.
Why are we-
Red. The symbolism of blue is, well, I did a whole video about it.
Blue stretches,
Okay.
yawn,
Uh huh.
and is away.
Yes,
And
it's a
red
cool
is
color,
often used as
yes.
blue's contrast. And so,
because it fucking is.
purple represents the unity of opposites. Blue and red united. And so for many cultures,
Wait, hold on.
Is-
Blue and red is the unity of opposites.
What?
Is it, like
So,
it's
not
it's like a straight relationship?
True.
Yeah, it's like a straight relationship. You're right. They're the opposites coming together. Holy shit, you just fucking debunked his entire argument.
So
Also,
the,
like,
the
isn't-
nuclear family is
I'm right,
bisexual lighting.
like while blue is
True.
close to the contrast of red, red's true contrast would be green. Like red and well, I guess if you're looking at only
Yeah.
the primaries.
Well, it'd be
But if you're looking
purple
deeper
itself,
into-
right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. If you mean the scientifically, it'd be purple, but then it'd be
Mhm.
green in like color composition. So
Yeah, exactly.
By the way,
Is the-
Starscream is red and blue.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so is also fine.
Dude, yeah, it's just looking through the internet to find things that are red and blue.
Also, yeah, like purple is heaven and earth. Yeah, obviously purple was often the color of monarchy, but equally was blue and red. You know, so yeah.
connection between heaven and earth, between God and humanity, which is what people mean when they say purple is a royal color.
Yeah.
So if it's so uncommon in nature, why is it becoming so common in movies? Well,
But you just proved it fucking wasn't. You showed us stuff from all the way back in the fucking 80s. No, you showed it further
Yeah, I was
back
gonna
than
say.
that.
Well, I was
You
gonna
went all the way
say
back to
no.
the 40s.
It's dumber than that. He just went back to the fucking 13th century Byzantium Empire to prove that purple has always had a strong social significance and connection to specific things. So I don't know why he is treating the sudden permutation of purple into the visual arts as like a novel concept when he just demonstrated it's been around forever. Like what?
Yeah, like
I know what he's gonna say.
You do? All right, let me hear it.
Smash said it earlier. I'm pretty sure this is where this video is going to go because Smash said it earlier. Smash said it's not that purple is the problem; it's that it was co-opted by a cult.
Oh no! But I don't think this guy's a right.
That is true.
But hold on, I gotta fucking say something to that. Wasn't red co-opted by a bunch of really fucking bad people 80 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Hey, hold on. That's offensive.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the PFP. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you can't talk about the British Empire like that. Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
My point exactly.
But here's the thing: if that's the case, if it's co-opted by this bad thing, Smash doesn't like gay people either. That means every single color of the rainbow is co-opted by a bad group. And thus,
I mean, he probably would say that.
Only thing you can wear is black and, well, I guess white because it's the absence of color, right? You can't wear black.
Well, no, black is the absence of
white
color.
Is all
white
colors.
Is all color. White is all colors.
all
Black is the
colors.
absence. Yeah.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, you're more colored than me, man. Shut the fuck up.
Who, me? Aren't you the only black guy here?
Is he?
I mean, currently the rest
Sorry,
of you
go
are
ahead.
white guys. The most.
You don't know that.
racist
You've never
of
seen.
white
You've
guys.
never.
Oh,
You've
that's
never
fair.
seen my face.
I've never seen Jan.
I'm white as fuck.
And it has to do with the screen that you're looking at right now.
Just in case we have a question about the brothers, we can ask you.
You kids and your
Odds are-
iPhones. Okay.
Damage is no longer your friend, Egad. He's gonna block you.
You're watching this video.
You're watching this video on some electronic device. What? Yeah, I'm not watching it on Abacus, mate. What the fuck? Like,
No, we're definitely reading this right now.
we're reading
On a
it in
book.
print.
Device. Yes.
I downloaded its transcript and then printed it out, and that's how I'm consuming this video.
I feel like this entire video, he's about to get to a point, and then he stops and goes
Yeah,
on to something else.
Just come on. This is the
There's
theory.
another
Let's
fucking
go.
movie.
I'm astral
Yeah.
projecting this video. It's a good one.
Desktop, laptop, phone, tablet, whatever. Which means that you're looking at light created by electroluminescence. Luminescence
If I'm fucking not in pitch blackness, I'm looking at fucking light.
meaning light
Even
not
if you're
created
in
by
pitch blackness, you're technically still looking at light.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Like, I'm never not looking at light.
electro meaning forgettable supervillain. Computer imagery, like your eye, also measures color as a mix of 3 different values. Each pixel of this screen is made of a red, green, and blue light, and the brightness of those lights determine the color displayed on screen.
Why are we going over fucking...
So if we map that over our chromaticity
I told you,
diagram,
monitor review, bro. I told you.
Dude, he's just fucking... He's just
Oh,
repeating
close
the
enough.
same...
Close enough. Welcome back, Quantum TV. He's back.
Oh,
He's
no
out of prison.
shit. He keeps repeating the same thing.
God
and it's
bless.
making, like...
the brightest red, the brightest green, the brightest blue.
I
Basically,
hate to say it, but
EFAPing
like
this
I've
video.
watched
Yeah.
9 minutes of this video, and I would rather watch Smash's video right now.
Let's watch Let's watch Linus Tech Tips instead.
You get this. Depending on the intensity of your screen's LEDs, it can display any color inside of this triangle. The area inside this triangle is called the gamut, as in running the gamut. This is fundamentally different from how film has traditionally been shown. Instead of shining a light behind a film strip and watching the resulting shadows,
Logan is
the entire
gay?
screen is a light source. So while we lose the deep shadows of film noir, we gain a fuller color palette. Meaning, you can make any
need a
color
drink.
you want.
What?
Turn this the fuck off, dude.
Did he say you can make any color you want? It's like,
Yeah.
that was the revelation. It's like, if you
Yeah.
have a color wheel if you have a rainbow,
That was like his
I'm
big point.
I'm
Like,
sorry. I've done a I don't know. I don't know, man. I've done the fucking 6 stages of grief in this video. Now I'm at that acceptance stage. You know, this guy's just gonna spew like basic high school science at me in a retarded voice, and I'm gonna have to listen to it. That's fine.
The way he said that, I feel like he really thought that was like a mic drop moment.
Yeah.
Right
It was like, yeah.
Sorry if y'all
Bisexual
had to
colors.
hear
What's
that.
going on, Joshua? We are trying to figure out why Smash thinks purple and blue are trying to turn him bisexual.
I say the leading theory right now running is that he's a fucking moron. But I do salute you, sir. Excellent taste. I love Creepshow. It's one of my favorite
It
movies
reminds me
ever.
of there was an old Jacob Geller video. He's a guy who worked on the Silent Hill 2 remake, but he was talking about art, and he was talking about this like really high concept, and the only way he could describe it was, "Oh boy, does this make me feel?"
True.
That's all he could say.
Yeah. Oh man, it's the guys trying to
Okay.
be like color mooding and things like that. And
Now that we figured out that
You
we can
can't-
be any color we want to be, let's see what's
figure
next.
out how that
What
makes
other
us bi.
Run the gamut of color. Look at all the colors. This opens up an interesting new way to display color, but it can
Why
also
is there
pose
a
a problem
demon?
when shooting digitally. Most cameras set their gamut so high that even saturated colors can look grayish before color correction.
Oh, he's got a suitcase.
And it also means that it's
Demon
harder to
coming
shoot
home with-
digitally
Oh, he's
in
got a penis too.
Suitcase and penis. So yeah.
low light.
Yeah, it was just
If a
his
digital
junk was
camera
hanging out.
see something whiter than white or blacker than
What?
black,
Equals
no amount of color
bisexual.
correction will bring back those fine details. So when modern filmmakers tell stories about people who live in shadows, we simply light the shadows. Digital filmmaking has given us a new way to show darkness.
Oh, it was in
You ever
John
notice how
Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick seems more vulnerable when he's in oranges and
Called it.
yellows? But put him in blues and pinks, and well,
That was definitely red and fucking blue.
Well, it's also. I want to. When he beats Vigo at the end of the movie, he's in orange and blue. Like he's in orange light because they're chasing each other in the cars and they're under like natural street lighting. When he gets saved by Marcus, he's in natural lighting. When he kills Theon Greyjoy, he's in normal lighting. Like this is just very cherry picked. It's strange.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, one of the main action set pieces of this movie happens in a nightclub. There's like 4 others that don't.
Yeah. It's almost like it's the scene of the nightclub because we associate these colors with it.
Yeah.
Darkness and neon.
so
Yeah, like
it's
you know, the thing is, what he's saying about why they would choose to have that scene in nightclub is probably correct. Yeah, it probably is to have like the shadow color contrast and like give it that that unearthly vibe. But like simultaneously, why is that? Again, there's other action set pieces in this movie where they have him on the back foot. In the third one, he's on the back foot when he's fighting the 2 samurai twins, and he's under blue light there. So like, I don't know why this whole video is just like super cherry picked. It's very
It's
strange.
stupid.
Well, it's like I can
The
see
face
you,
that that
could
guy's
take-
making. The face that that guy's making is how my fucking soul feels right now watching this video.
You could also take the thing from like the nightclub stuff where like a lot of movies that they're trying to portray darkness but still let you see it use blue. Since it's an action movie, they can be adding the red to it so it's not looking so soft as he's murdering people. Or it could
So
just
is
be the nightclub
Terminator
scene.
woke because of tech noir?
That's right. It is 100%.
Fuck.
What does this have to do with bisexuals?
He hasn't explained
It
it, yet.
doesn't.
And we're
We're getting
10
there.
minutes and 40.
We're getting there.
11 minutes in.
Shut up. Shut up
Like,
and watch it.
We've got
Is he-
2 minutes.
Is he saying that John Wick enters the club with like bisexual instinct? Like, what is going on here?
He
It
It
becomes,
is
He-
Keanu
bisexual.
Reeves.
he becomes
like a
gay when
werewolf,
he enters
yeah.
the. Well, no, he's saying John Wick is at his most powerful when he's at his most gay, like at his most bisexual element. That is when he's most powerful.
So when he's banging all of those dudes with his pistol, it's a metaphor.
True.
liberating, and also politically liberating.
Oh no. Wait, hold on. Liberating what? I missed the part of the.
Well, this guy
liberating
is like, I think this guy's on the left. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, now we're going to talk about
Yes.
racism?
Yeah.
What the fuck does
Yes.
racism have to do with bisexuality?
I think what you
Inter-
guys are seeing, by the way,
intersectionality.
is this is like the left wing sort of grift that happened a lot of the time during these like again 2019s around the lockdown era. Is yeah, they had to turn every narrative into this somehow affirms something about trans people or LGBT or whatever it is. That's usually what you saw. So this is the left wing, like almost like the far left version of grift, where everything I need to translate everything into the what do they call it, the media literacy. This is the media literacy where we stretch this to the extent that the same way you guys see like chuds and far right people do it, where everything has to equal this thing, the pattern recognition stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the
Yeah.
lens of analysis is totally dysfunctional for what they're
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
over-
actually
horseshoe
do.
theory. Horseshoe theory,
It's-
that's what they call it. Where it's both sides of the political spectrum kind of meeting in the middle, where they
Politically
This whole
liberating.
thing is fucking
And also-
overcompensation in the media. Who here was like well alive before 2001 happened? I know we're about the same age.
Yeah, I was born in '84, same year as you.
Okay, cool. So we all remember when 9/11 happened then. Where were you when the towers fell and all that happy horse shit? Do you remember when there was boots on the ground in fucking Iraq and fucking Afghanistan and all that? How many fucking war movies came out during that time?
Oh, I mean, at times.
Yeah.
Hurt Locker, Jarhead, all these fucking movies. The whole point is that this is media. When there's a hot button topic going around, they're always going to jump on it and be an overcompensation and think that they can pull people in. They had it with the military when this shit first happened, when trans ideology thing became a hot button topic. Yeah, that's when there was starting to become an overcompensation, but it eventually peters off over time and it evens out. This happens in all fucking media.
Advanced Wars came a day after
Came
9/11.
out after 9/11.
True.
Funny enough, I was in physics class when 9/11 happened, so it was kind of a lesson
Ooh,
too.
damn.
Dude, that was a hell of a fucking morning for me because I woke up and the news was on and I was like, oh, it's just smog in the city, because
Mhm.
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. You could just look outside and like fucking see like the skyline. I'm fucking like, oh, it's just a cloudy day in the city. Got to fucking school. Did you hear what happened? Huh? That's where I was standing when the towers fell. But point being, it's just that there's always going to be fucking like overcompensating with the media,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
it's
I
going to
mean,
eventually even out.
if you want to talk about like the military stuff, a lot of the movies that come out that are military based are funded by the military because you
Yeah,
can
the
know which ones
propaganda.
are. You can know which ones are by looking at the uniforms. If the uniform looks
Yeah.
correct, then it was probably funded by the military, the government, as permission to use.
Absolutely.
The reason you see so
Yeah,
much Chinese action in Transformers is because the Chinese government helped fund that movie.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
but yeah, you got fucking Jamie Foxx. I love this job. Ooh rah. Brum, brum. Yeah, I know.
So that makes
But
every military movie is politically motivated. So every military movie is woke.
well, even during World War II, how many times did you see Frank Sinatra fucking do the Battle of the Bulge? Quite a couple times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
Also-
the background is Charles Bronson looking hideous.
This is like why this definition is so fucking useless because it's like, yeah, just like what you said, Will, where it's like, oh, I guess every single movie in some way, shape, or form pertains or is going to be informed by a human who is going to have their opinions informed in some way, shape, or form by the political climate of their contemporary, life environment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like when you think about it that way, technically everything is
Ooh,
political, and it's
yeah,
like, what a
Dan.
useless fucking definition. Like,
Well, that's exactly what the main talking point for my what I'm going to talk about with the Asmongold stuff is well, hang on, like where do I have it up here? I don't even have it up. But it's basically, yeah, what you're saying here is if I remember exactly what I wrote, because I'm more like text oriented, trying to get my thoughts into. But basically, here's what my video is going to be about is what I think is going on is I think all of the anti-woke takes are coming from I think somebody's tabling them saying this is what we're going to talk about this week. I don't
Crumbs.
know. I don't know who's
just like the right wingers group that got caught getting their talking
Yeah.
points from Russia. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right-wing talking points, but basically various talking points. China, yes. I think China is one of them. I think I know, like I've talked about this with Pirate Nation, for instance. Pirate Nation is very Chinese friendly, and I don't know why. There are 3 people, I think, or 5 people. I can't remember, but Pirate Nation's like 5 different people use that X account, and if you see that X account. It doesn't have a lot of followers, but it always has people reposting it. That's odd to me. It's always odd to me. Like, why is somebody getting like orders to just repost Pirate Nation whenever that happens?
Well, what I
It's
think
like
Pirate Nation does is, at least from what I've been watching, I mean, there may be like obviously like a higher note by it, but what Pirate Nation is an Ian Miles Chung clone for gaming. He doesn't actually have any opinions. What he does is he finds a popular opinion out there, and then he steals it and doesn't.
I think it goes a little deeper than that. I think he actually sets up I think he actually tries to set up who the sides are, and that gets everybody else that's thinking like, this is my enemy. This is who I have to signal against this week, and this is what I have. This is the take I have to do. I don't know if Asmongold takes his kind of following orders from Pirate Nation. I don't think he does. But I do wonder if he's reading a script on his monitor saying like, oh, the like Stellar Blade 2 trailer comes up. Say something about how she looks underage. And so he just makes up something on the spot, says, oh, she looks like she's 12 when she's supposed to be 30. Completely makes it sound like it's completely organic, it's completely authentic, but I doubt it is. I think it's more to drum up attention for the game.
I think it's like mixed together. Still, I think you're hitting on something true there, which is like, so there exist like entities, like, and not just like entities, like just like governments, and I think this is like pretty well known, like with the like governments will, like the Chinese bot farms and the Russian bot farms, like they're pretty well documented that they do exist, and probably every government has them to some extent. Like there are people who will do this, either whether or not they're doing it because the government told them to, because they're doing it for them, because like they do it because again they're like doing it for the love of the game, or they're doing it because there's other third parties that like have these interests. But like I think what happens is like a mix of, so you take Asmongold, right? And Asmongold is a person who gets 99% of his information about the world from like social media. Like I don't think Asmongold reads, or I don't think Asmongold like goes out of his way to like pursue these particular like books, or like these first like like these first principle informations on these different things. I think
what you're searching for is he has no lived experiences.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have not just lived experience. Yeah, he doesn't have lived experiences, and he doesn't have academic like knowledge. He doesn't have either of those things, because generally, what you were talking about, like the male brain, female brain thing, I wouldn't adopt that terminology, but like I do think that the phenomenon is real, that you can appeal to reason and you can appeal to intuition generally, and Asmongold is very receptive to like intuition-brained posting. So it's like, well, why is this true? Because it's like the common sense thing, right? Well, obviously, intuitively, it's true. Therefore, it must be true, and like that can get you wrong, and then like hyper intellectualizing things can also get you wrong, right? But the point I'm getting at is, so Asmongold wakes up, he browses his Twitter feed, which is algorithmically generated for him, right? Where like everything that he sees is catering so that he engages with it either in a very positive way, so that he gets engaged, like positive engagement, or in a very negative way, so that it gets negative engagement. So he's going to only be shown things like, oh, based, dude, this video game is like, it has this hot lady in it, or like, oh, cringe, man, this video game has this uglified fucking uggo femoid in it, right? These are like the two extremes that he's going to be exposed to constantly, and he never exposes himself to anything outside that bubble, which makes him like a useful idiot to like, what you were saying, Egad, like these real entities that are trying to basically propagandize this, because they will be the one who'll be like, okay, so we need to like target these people and peddle them this slop, so that they like they like come to these conclusions.
The other thing he does is he networks. He's actually good at networking, because if you notice, a lot of the VTubers, especially VTubers, are in the Chud space. You think of like Kirsche or Smug Alana, or Leaflet. If you listen to them, almost all their takes sound either like they're channeling Asmongold or they're just taking their talking points from him. But the way it works is the female brain that is, side of that would be they're creating a community space, like a more friendly, kind of softened, sanitized version of the red pill that Asmongold does to people who are probably not comfortable with Asmongold, or maybe they just don't like to look at him because he's disgusting, but they'd rather watch a VTuber kind of give these takes. And what Asmongold usually does is he networks with these people, says, all right, I'm gives them a little shout out on his platform, and it's reciprocal at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
even with
I think
that- even with
absolutely
that,
like. Sorry, God.
Oh no, you're
You
good.
go on. You
But,
go.
like
Go, go.
even with that saying, like you could say to like a lot of these guys aren't giving their own opinions on that, whether they're doing the community thing. The people who are saying Asmongold's points are trying to signal boost to Asmongold. They want Asmongold to watch them in a
For
video
sure.
because that's content.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is where it comes from. But I agree with like the algorithm is feeding you what you want. I think Asmongold, because Asmongold's already flat out said he doesn't read any other opinions. He thinks he's correct.
The term would be as pretentious as it sounds. I'm gonna coin media ecosystem would be I think a word to describe it. Like you put yourself in this media like ecosystem where everything feeds and propagates like this, like whatever niche that it like wants to create for you, right? And in that way, like obviously there's more to it than just that. Like Asmongold probably is a person who has his own thoughts, his own opinions, however limited an experience he might be able to draw upon. But like he doesn't nominally draw on it, or he doesn't principally draw on it most of the time. He kind of vibes things out, and then whether or not it agrees with his general preconceived vibes, he will 100% approve it or 100% disapprove of it. It's just a lack of nuance is like the main issue. But yeah, sorry, that was a massive tangent.
Before we keep going any farther in the tangent, let's finish this bisexual lighting video. I think he's about to cook in this last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Politically liberal.
let him cook.
Now we have to talk
There's
about
a great mic interview
racism,
with
don't we?
cinematographer Ava Burkowski where she describes her process with lighting black actors for HBO's Insecure. She was taught conventional Hollywood wisdom that to light black actors, make sure they're in a bright setting. Which works fine, if you're doing a sitcom. But if you're working with HBO to make something look cinematic, it's a problem. Even more so if you're telling a story of a late 20-something black woman who spends a lot of time in dimly lit nightclubs. It's long been a problem for people of color on film because film has a
Please don't let him cook. He's burning down the kitchen.
No.
history of being racist. Not just the film industry, mind you, film itself has a history of being
He's
racist.
desperately trying to be objective without being racist. Instead, just use your words, dude.
You can't be racist. He has a colored television.
That's right.
True. Jesus Christ.
Fucking stupid asshole this guy is.
For most
What
of
a
movie
stupid
history, film stock
asshole.
was manufactured with white subjects in mind, which is fine if you're lighting Humphrey Bogart, but poor Dooley Wilson looks underlit. Directors of color have long challenged
Directors of color.
this history by showing how darker skin tones can look beautiful even in low lighting.
This is what killed the left over the years, like following this stuff.
Oh.
They couldn't hide their racism. Like directors of color, that's racist. But it's like, but I said of color. It's like, yeah, but you're acknowledging you're not saying filmmaker by his name or everything. You're saying there's something unique about this filmmaker because he's black.
The terminology is funny as fuck to me. Like we went from you can't say colored people, that's racist as fuck. Anyway, people of color. It's like I don't know. I always find that amusing. I don't know why.
Kamoji beat you
know what
to
I
it
find
again by
amusing?
just a few seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Director
I'll
of
tell you what I
colors
find
and unironically
amusing.
so offensive.
Yeah.
Fucking Casablanca. When the fuck was that shot? Let me find on.
39 or something. I wanna say.
42.
Oh,
So
42, yeah.
The left wing
We had to-
tendency to like you're trying to be so non-racist that you are inadvertently racist.
Racist, yes.
Yeah.
Casablanca was shot in 42. Film techniques, which most of you who like know anything about lighting and color, we weren't that advanced back in 42. Jump forward to Night of the Living Dead. when the protagonist was a black man, seemed to be lit quite well.
Yeah, like this is just I don't know what to tell you, man. Is it possible that they were gonna nominally like care about the white actor more than the black actors? Yeah, that's probably some truth to that. But like they were also limited by like literally technology. Like I don't know. It's
Technology and skill.
Yeah.
It was just so deeply embedded in our, love of our people. And also just, we really were always playing with the idea of the black body. There's a whole scene where there's two dark men, David Oyelowo and Coleman Domingo, sitting in a dark jail cell. That was our first day of shooting. So that was the first day to go to the studio, and they were like, that image, just the image of two dark-skinned people sitting in a dark space was so startling and rare that it needed extra dailies colorists, like just to see is there information there? They call it information. Like if we want to turn it up, can we?
And of course, it's long been an industry secret that bluer lights are kinder to darker skin. Consider Terrell Alvin McCraney's play, In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue, which was turned into a feature film.
I don't know what to say right now.
I don't know.
I'm so beyond like I hate video essays, man. I fucking hate them so much. Literally this entire video has been let's set up a premise, fully substantiate the existence of fully substantiate why the thesis is even being made, meander for fucking 5 minutes about science bullshit that has nothing to do with it, and now talk about racism. I'm so fucking done. It's so crazy.
Sector.
Wow.
What are you feeling right now, Damage Sector? Are you feeling blue?
I'm feeling a little blue, man.
Yeah. Oh, this is nuts. I don't even know how we got here. I am fucking like.
You put this shit on.
No, this is a 15-minute. This is a 15-minute video. I have seen 5-hour videos, and I can consume them just fine. But this 15-minute video is just like this is my white whale. I can't deal with it. I guess it's so incoherent, man.
I swear he's about to cook. I swear he's about to cook.
Might have heard of. So, if we're going to get serious about getting a wider range of skin tone cinematic representation, this is a great way to do it. It, quite literally, makes the darkness brighter, and gives us a better look at...
Did he refer to black people as making the darkness brighter?
Look at how white that guy's teeth are.
Yeah. We're gonna brighten you up, boy.
Crazy, dude.
Normally I don't do this, but I am fucking offended for fucking black people. This motherfucker makes the darkness look. What the fuck? You stupid cracker motherfucker.
I don't know what you're doing now, Mr. Kyle, but I hope it's not anything in the film industry.
He's a director, apparently. He's a director, apparently.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I think so.
Who've been pushed to the shadows. Or maybe we
when you're so wokely, you slowly join.
Bro, and there it is. I fucking knew that it was coming. Let's spend 12 minutes meandering about fucking nothing, and then say, oh, maybe everything that I said was bullshit. That's also possible. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like watching. This is like watching a Smash JT video if he was a film critic.
This is worse.
Gives us a better look at people who've been pushed to the shadows. Or maybe we just like watching scenes set in nightclubs.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe that might be. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Did I just watch like 15 minutes of this for him to say, "Oh, it's probably nightclubs"?
Dude, no, like seriously, if you anytime you watch a video essay, just pay attention to how much of it is completely redundant ancillary information to what they're trying to talk about or what their thesis statement is, and then the conclusion be, "Oh, maybe I'm wrong," or "Well, what do you guys think?" It's like,
this method
come on,
is
man.
This method is designed to break your fucking head so hard that by the time you're done with it, you don't know what to think.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. Like, again, just because it's difficult to track at this point. The point in this video is, ultimately, you could say the thesis of this video is the way we use colors influences the way we see.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's crazy. That's insane. That's insane shit, man. That is it. It's funny. We like randomly had an offhand convo before we started watching this, and it pretty much covered the entire script in like 2 minutes. That's wild that you can do that.
It is. It's crazy. I'm gonna make a short about the same thing. This video being about bisexual lighting is funny because he keeps blue balling the viewer.
Bro, I just want to come. Tell me what the point was. I'm so ready, bro.
No shit. No shit.
It's 15
again,
minutes of bisexual lighting
why do
and
clubs
fixing
use
the darkness.
Oh no, he's gonna go into why clubs use it. We're not done.
God, are we serious?
We're not done.
I thought we were done. I thought we were out.
Logic sounding ham and organs keep
The freedom
From
of
film
bylighting.
Beginning, lighting has been used to flatter and fetishize. By wrapping the face in a light reminiscent of the Dutch masters, like Rembrandt or Vermeer, natural lighting is truth.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, we missed one thing. We missed the fart sniffing random fucking dead guy who did famous shit reference. Now we are complete. I'm sorry.
We fully gone around.
But usually only for widely accepted definitions of beauty. For the marginalized, unnatural lighting is freedom.
It's like crossing into the
Marginalized.
looking glass in Wonderland. You go in there and you feel 100% right as being gay. And
Are they saying clubs are only for black people so that they look
Yeah, black.
better?
The black and the gays. That's who they're for.
The black and the gay so they can look better.
Yeah.
it's
It's because black and gay people are famously hideous unless they have
Yeah.
unnatural lighting on them. So.
This guy might be in the clan. This is a psyop.
This
This
guy
has to be a
is-
fucking
This is
psyop.
the gay op even.
If Smash watched the video, it was this part. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
What, the fucking gay guy with the mustache? It's definitely
Yeah.
Jeff Tarski in the 80s.
not what's like in the world. You know, it should be like that in the world.
The one thing that makes bylighting is the lack of incandescent light. It happens in environments without sunlight, without candlelight, in artificial spaces,
Hotline bling.
nighttime, or indoors.
Incandescent
Okay.
light equals gay? Or
No,
bi?
non-incandescent
the
light. No,
fusion of
non-incandescent light equals
Non-incandescent
gay.
light. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
asshole
Usually-
needs to leave the doom
oh, and of
generation
course, don't
alone.
forget we have to throw the black people in there too. Like
Yeah.
gay.
Even though, to be clear, incandescent light is
Dark-
absolutely
no.
capable of producing these colors if you just put a filter, like not a filter over it, but like you know what I mean, like a thing that you project it through.
Mhm.
in profit.
Excuse yourself, Wargaming.
Ultimately-
It's the darkness.
Yeah, it's the darkness.
Movies use these lighting schemes for the
Darkness.
same reason clubs use it. By letting you feel
Mhm.
that you look great, that you're surrounded by people who can love you, who want the same things that you do.
So that you can wake up in the morning with the most.
Yeah, I was gonna
beautiful
say, to
thing
be-
you've ever seen in your life.
I was gonna say, to be clear, man, you go to nightclubs and you get drunk with the homies and maybe pick up a chick. Okay, that's why you go to the clubs. Let's just be clear about this. Nobody
Yeah,
actually
right.
enjoys going to clubs for the club experience. They enjoy going to clubs because of
No.
the prospect of what might happen if you go to the club. Okay.
So he's showing bisexual lighting, but he keeps showing straight people kissing.
True.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, that's a trans woman, actually. You fucking bigot.
Ah.
Which one?
Just some
Yes.
straight white people shit.
It gives you the feeling that you are in, dare I utter the phrase, a
It's like a freaking 60-year-old dude with like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old.
Bro, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't know why the fuck this guy goes to nightclubs or why he went to clubs. When I was like doing my undergrad, I went to fucking nightclubs in Falmouth, and I can promise you that is not a safe space. Okay, do you know how many fucking fights we got into just being at clubs?
No.
This fucking asshole. This fucking asshole. This crack asshole is literally doing the safe space angle.
safe
Clubs are a safe space, famously.
And most
That's why
importantly,
people never.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is that era, right, of safe spaces.
I'm sorry, aren't clubs literally the space, the space where if you're like a woman, there's a non-zero chance a guy might spike your drink and try to fucking rape you? Like,
Yeah,
what are we talking about? Like,
Get
that doesn't
roofied,
happen with
get-
the buys.
yeah, true. But
Yeah, not at all.
as a representative of that community, I can confirm bi people
Yeah.
are rape immune. Okay, nothing.
That's
It's
right.
not possible.
Never happens.
I'm gonna wait until this video is done before I say about this shit.
No.
Let it finish. Let it
Keep
finish.
going.
Yeah,
That's
let
awesome.
it-
I know. I'm gonna let it
And
finish.
like all great visual motifs, it lets the image say something that you might otherwise have trouble saying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, he's going. You're in the
You're a
closet.
jagoff?
He's gonna say he's bisexual.
He really wanted to
Really?
say the
His
N word
whole-
right there.
I know, right? He should have done it. That would have made this entire thing worth it. His ending part is it lets you feel things that you can't say out loud. All fucking color does that if you're using it in the right sense, right?
So Kyle Caldry, you're a fucking moron. And you know what? If you actually did want to ever try to prove a point about fucking clubs and bisexuality and degeneracy and all that other shit,
I'm just imagining
would've
him
used-
listening to this right now.
I
Yeah,
hope
is.
he never will.
100% the audience.
I hope he's passed out in a fucking gutter, lonely and forgotten. But
He's
but
gonna be in the
I still have
comments.
I'm still gonna say that he's a stupid fuck. But if he actually did want to ever try to point about clubs and bisexuality and gay and all this other shit, if he had any fucking common sense, he would use clips from the movie Cruising with Al Pacino.
Yeah, true. Or Heat.
Yeah. Well, you talk a lot like colors making people feel things. You look at like some of like the stereotypes, the middle-aged man buying a red sports car, or
Well, if you
know,
ever
anything
saw
like this.
Cruising, the fucking handkerchiefs Cruising were different colors. If you ever saw the movie.
All right. All right.
So is an increasing.
We're gonna do a little palate
Oh,
cleanser with Smash
damn.
JT.
The palette cleanser. Wait, what the fuck is it?
Jeff.
What are the are those
Wow.
what are those cards behind him? What is that?
They're
Is that
they look
is
like,
that
I
the
think they're
bargain
Uno
store? I was gonna say, is that the bargain store fucking Nerdrotic setup?
Those
The fuck?
are-
What is?
Those are Pokemon cards,
Are-
I think.
Don't hit
No,
play. No,
they're not.
they're
Because
Nintendo
there's
cards.
Luigi right there. They're Nintendo
Luigi's right
Uno
there.
cards. They're
All right, but hold on.
Nintendo
Okay.
Uno
Before
cards.
you pause it, there's three things I got to say. Jeff, take some of that fucking money out of the lawyer's fund. Buy yourself some fucking Jess for Men to fix your hair. 2, Jeff looks like a fucking bulldog right there. Damn, he looks rough. And
He
3,
didn't have.
look at the fucking view out.
He didn't have that last
Oh.
year. Telling you.
I want to say notably. I want to say notably. There's an alien, and it's not purple. So damn.
Oh,
You
damn,
Paulie
he's
Walnuts
not
looking fuck.
bisexual. He threw away all of his purple.
His purple aliens. Yeah.
The
All
blue
his
lighting
kids'
though.
purple aliens.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. The blue lighting. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
That
look,
logo is
it's mixed-
bisexual coloring.
Rainbow flag. Right there
Rainbow
on the bottom.
Triforce.
Rainbow flag.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't
Let's hear it.
know.
Yeah,
DJ
the
Snooze.
logo
Smash
is
JT is wild. That fucking Halo post got me dying. This man is goofy. Welcome, DJ. We're
his
about to
logo-
listen to his take on it.
His logo is bisexual lighting, red and blue. Look at that fucking shit.
Yeah.
But scroll down really fast. Scroll down really fast. 137,000 subscribers. Is that what that says?
Yeah, he's had that.
100.
but
No,
he's-
Wait.
no, 100. No, 9,000 views for 132,000 fucking channel 11 hours
Bro.
ago. Jeff, you're in the shit, dude. You're on your way
Bro,
fucking down. buddy.
Also, 20.99 for a t-shirt. Does bro thinks he's fucking Iron Maiden? Like, what the fuck? Like, why? $20?
mean,
Okay.
The dude couldn't even sell his hot sauce, or he couldn't even sell good hot sauce. So,
Dude, he had to buy that. He had to buy that fucking hot sauce from Billy Mitchell, and he acted like it was a partnership. He bought the shit from Billy. He bought Billy's
dude.
shit.
he also has
But-
his tea
but mother-
thing. Is it in here? Does he have-
Motherfucker,
wow.
you've had that same. You have had that same
Dude.
fucking Smash Day t-shirt since
Should I
fucking
just say?
2007.
Can I just say, man, this source list is just like the dirge of people
Yeah.
being able to produce intelligence. So everything is a Twitter post and
Mega
one
lawyer.
Wikipedia thread.
Yeah,
I can't.
Wikipedia. Cabrutus has got fucking bisexual lighting in his AI PFP.
This is the bisexual lighting Wikipedia page.
You
Damn,
are a
dude.
stupid.
Bro, why is there a skeleton? It's a bonus fucking. It's a bonus Halloween meme. What the fuck?
Damn, Jeffrey, you knew where to find that fucking article, didn't you?
All right.
But hold on, hold
Yes.
on. Cabrutus with it. Cabrutus has got biolighting in his AI PFP. I saw a fucking manga lawyer in there who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. If that motherfucker blew a hole in the ground, he would get it confused with his asshole. This is bad.
So DJ is actually the gaming Truge. He's tried to trick us with this very bisexual
Oh
PFP.
yeah.
He
True.
tries too hard to fit in. Like, let's see what you have to say, Smash. That video was ass, but maybe you're gonna bring it back around for me and realize why I should get rid of all these colors.
Something I've seen happen a lot over the past decade or so is an increasing amount of usage of certain particular colors on the spectrum of the blue, pink,
You're on the
and purple
spectrum.
variety. And it's something
Oh, that was a
No.
great setup.
Yeah.
that I've noticed in the game industry that has reference to as something called bisexual lighting. And once you see
You
it,
would know.
you will not be able to unsee it. You remember
Yes, that's exactly how pattern recognition fails you.
Dragon Age of Veilguard?
I was gonna say, okay, to be clear, one of these Veilguard, sure, whatever. Fine. That game was cringe and lame. The God of War Lao feed. I don't know if you're aware of this, Smash GT. The protagonist is a woman, so they're gonna use women-associated colors for the fucking for the byline for the game. I think, you know, that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But they can't because it should have been Kratos because Faye should be
True.
in the kitchen making sandwiches.
Big if true.
Yep.
Old
Yeah,
light
how's that
shades of blue
fucking
and purple
matcha
and-
tea selling, asswipe?
Yeah, he's got his matcha tea on there. He pretends it isn't fucking drop shipped.
Matcha, man.
Dude, like he
I've
came
got
out here and was like,
a
I've got my own
matcha,
tea
man.
from a local guy who makes great tea, and I'm gonna start
Right.
sending it out. Within like maybe 30 minutes, someone had already found the website that does the drop shipping that
Yep.
has all the exact
So,
same logos.
which do we think is worse, Smash JT or Coffee Brand Coffee? Which
Smash.
do we think is worse?
Define
Coffee-
worse.
Yeah.
Like as a brand, if you were forced to, like, let's say you're a business, you're a venture capitalist, and the devil,
Well-
like, you made a deal with the devil, and as part of that devil deal, you have to take on one of these brands. Like, which one do you think? And you can't rebrand, you can't change the name. Which one would you rather
So-
go with?
I
Well,
would
the
rather not
Smash-
go ahead.
The Smash JT is free.
No, yeah, but like, I mean,
pretty
you have to make money with like that brand name, and you have to use Coffee Brand Coffee, or you have to use Smash JT as like your name. Which one do
Smash
you think
JT.
you'd be able to?
Because
Okay,
it's
fair
free. So like literally one sale is profit, and Jeremy went in the fucking debt. So it's a really simple answer.
I'm not gonna.
No,
I don't
no,
think I'm
no,
gonna
no,
go with the
yeah,
brand
yeah, yeah.
name of the guy who
Yeah.
spent $80,000 on a coffee machine.
You know, no. I meant absent. Those people don't exist. It's just like that is. You just have to use the name. You don't have to use anything else associated with it. That was the question. Obviously, yeah. Like I would rather use Smash JT if it's financial incentive. But like you have to again. So the terms of the contract are you have to use one of these names for your company, either a tea or a coffee company. It has to be one of these two names, and you have to make money
Well,
with it. Which
I have
one
a
would
question
rather
for
use?
you.
Yeah.
Is this in a universe where no one knows who Smash JT is? Like Smash JT does not exist, and you just like came up with this yourself, and it was not like something. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Smash JT, because Coffee Brand Coffee just sounds retarded.
Yeah, it's the shittiest name ever. Yeah, that was my instinct as well. Yeah, I think I'd go with Smash JT because at least that's a pun. Puns are fun, you know. Coffee Brand Coffee is just lame and pretentious.
Yeah. You could use a hammer with maybe a little figure of a little guy,
Yeah.
little Chinese.
Yeah.
Used to make it's Grumps, guys.
pink that were everywhere in that game. And now we have God of War Laundry.
There was more to it. Like I was on a lot of their sides when it came to Dragon Age Veilguard. Like I had a philosophy What's up, Alex? I had a philosophy like when I was anti-woke was like I don't want them to change established titles. I want them to make their own games. I have no problem with that. That's changed a little bit because like I don't see a problem with the female lead for God of War. But like Veilguard, Dragon Age from the beginning, I knew was going to be in for better lack of a better terms a woke mess, right? Because while these guys were pretending they knew the series, I remember going back to Inquisition where the lead art director was like, I'm going to make this as political as possible. And you know, and everyone was like, I'm so surprised that Veilguard is this way. And I was like, it was in hell.
It's also fundamentally like it's just a shitty video game. Like it's just like fundamentally the biggest issue. Because like obviously people have highlighted it, and there were it was unfortunate for it. It came out around the same time as BG3, but like people are comparing like the most evil choice that BG3 lets you make, fucking kill everyone. The most evil choice that Veilguard lets you make, you're slightly mean to someone in like a meeting, and then you apologize immediately. It's like it's just, and you know, just like from the and they make a lot of games like this where it's like the are you familiar with the Focus M meme? Like it's like a Focus M game, if you know what I mean, where it's like extremely round edges, dialogue is very trite and boring and trying to be like interesting but also lacks any sort of thrust. Game constantly tells you what the fuck to do. You're not really left to your own devices at any point. They've completely pared back the party system to the point where your characters, like your party members, are more like abilities than they are actual like characters that you manage. Like we went from having full party control in 1 and 2 to having partial party control in Inquisition to having like basically no party control in this game. You just use their abilities, which is not like I would say that at that point that's like a skill you have, right?
I'm gonna let a secret loose here. Most of the shit that they leveled on Veilguard, so I'm non-binary scene, right? I showed that scene to a lot of people that I know that happen to either use different pronouns or were straight up gay. Co-workers, and I even asked one of my daughters who uses different pronouns, right? What do you think of this? My kid, who is once again a teenager, said that is the stupidest fucking shit that they've ever seen in their life, and it was terrible pandering. It's not even like the people in the fucking community that they were trying to fucking attract liked it. You know, they felt insulted.
It was just like there was so much wrong with that game that it was destined to fail from the beginning, and every instance of it happened, and that's with most of these games. There's usually other reasons why it failed too. But
because it's. Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
Wargaming now. I should give you. I should send you a video by a guy called Craftian, who I talked about in my video. But he talks about how. Did you know Dragon Age: The Veilguard was very it relied heavily on a lot of influencers to promote it?
Yeah, I noticed that when it was coming out. Well, it was like last minute, hey, we're making this game, or this game is coming out, so it got passed around.
It got passed around, and one of the things that you'll find interesting is a lot of the influencers who said it was the greatest thing ever, they're still around. And it's like nobody actually has like brought them to terms with the fact that like you were involved in the promotion of this thing, like you're responsible for this thing, like so like what's the deal with that? And that's something that Craftian goes into, and I think I don't know what he's doing here with Dragon Age and God of War LaFay, but the same thing I think is going on with LaFay. Is Alana Pierce is a pretty big influencer, and I think that. You've got like Critical Role involved, I believe. You got some other things involved. I think it's going to be the same thing as Dragon Age: The Veilguard, personally.
Yeah, Egad going into his not Malcolm arc.
Yeah,
we like not Malcolm. Well, I mean, this isn't just tied to Veilguard and like that, right? This is something that's already permeated a lot of game or a lot of YouTube. And it goes back to the problem we had at the beginning of like Gamergate, where we're talking about the
incestuousness in the industry.
Yeah. So all that's happened is now all of these famous guys have gotten more famous, but they still have to play nice with the industry to be able to get their games. So while they may not be doing like a direct ad, the gamers, the industry already knows that these guys are going to talk good about our game because they want to keep getting access to it, right? And then they get away with it now because they still pass the games out to people who are going to dislike it. But a lot of the bigger content creators are the more positive ones, right? So it's something that you see with everything, but it's just most notable with something like Veilguard that was such a bad game.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if someone watches Veilguard and they play the first like 30 minutes of Veilguard and you discover that the entire like Dreadwolf plotline is pretty much abandoned because fucking a statue fell on Solus, you're like, okay, like, come on, man, this is such obvious nonsense. Like,
that was such a huge like, for all of its faults with the Inquisition, that was like a huge cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
And then we got Veilguard.
Yeah, like I'm like not an Inquisition fan by any means, but like that was like, okay, yeah, they could do something with this. Solus was a reasonably interesting character. So
yeah, right.
Very similar things, not just with the logo, but the trailer itself, just pink lighting everywhere. I did a little bit of research on this. This is Kabruta saying, "Can you guys see it?" I quote tweeted saying,
Reading Kabrutus's tweet is in no way research, but I guess he's going to talk about this guy.
Bisexual lighting is an actual term used within the industry to subconsciously push the LGBTQ plus agenda.
Where in any of that video did we just watch did they say that this was like, that's what it was in the industry? This was this retard's video saying that those lights were bisexual, right?
Did Smash even watch it? I'm wondering because the guy who did the video is obviously a lefty. The guy who did the video is talking about it positively. So it would ostensibly be a part of the LGBTQ. So it's like I've taken a talking point from an LGBTQ talking point to make my point, to talk about how the industry is pushing this. It's like, I'm sorry, like, so your source is a left winger?
Well, also in that video, that guy literally said that so the only industry person who's like within the industry and not just source, dude, trust me, bro, it was once revealed to me in a dream and I'm gonna put it in my YouTube video, was that one director lady. And she was saying that the conventional wisdom that the industry gave her was to accentuate black people with bright colors, not use bisexual lighting, and that in the past he also asserted that film was racist. So he's saying that the industry was and is and continues to in some ways be racist. So like, yeah, like you're saying, I have no fucking clue why he'd cite this guy. It's stupid. He clearly, I don't know what he watched from that video, but it wasn't the last 3 minutes. I'll tell you that for free. Like,
right.
The video game industry has been co-opted by a cult trying to constantly gaslight the masses that their own eyes are lying. Gatekeep harder. And this is a video from...
Gatekeep is such a buzzword. What are you going to do? Stop me? Stop me from buying gay lights? Like, it's like people always need to gatekeep Warhammer. It's like, how are you going to gatekeep me? You going to come to the local shop and stop me from buying models?
Gatekeeping is... I'm going to make a slight case for it. In terms of gatekeeping, I think the sentiment that people are appealing to is you, the fans, or like the long-term fans of the product, should discourage people from not try to discourage your company from catering to people who are only interested in the hobby because of the social capital that it affords them at the time, rather than like they are genuinely interested. But of course, like, everyone is pro gatekeeping to some extent, right? It just depends like to what lengths and who you gatekeep. And like, how would you gatekeep this? Like, okay, just don't support anything that uses neon colors, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I guess we can't. We have to gatekeep all the other games that use it, right? All the movies, everything else.
Yeah.
Kyle Colgren?
Because as we've already seen, which he says he's already said within the last decade, right, that he's seen this. But if he watched the video that we just watched, they go way further back than a decade ago using this light.
Yeah. And they also
sorry,
have a
Seth-
conflicting statement where they say the last decade in movie, at least in cinema, principally was using bright coloration. So who's right?
Yeah.
Smash JT. Which way, Western man?
Years ago called Bisexual Lighting, The Rise of Pink, Purple, and Blue. A quick intro. This is only 41 seconds. Here.
Want
He
to
only
talk
watched
about
the
bi
intro.
lighting? Well, any lighting that
100%,
replicates the
yeah.
color scheme of the bisexual flag, that being pink, blue with purple in between.
Look at
The
that
flag
stupid
itself
look on
dates
his
back to
face.
1998, when an activist named
So yeah, okay, there. I actually heard it this time. The flag was made in 1998.
Yeah.
I don't know why these tourists think they can come into gaming commentary and think that they get to gatekeep. Well, here's the thing. Like one thing when he was talking about like people coming in for social clout and stuff like that, a lot of times those guys don't actually purchase anything in games. Like you talk about like Warhammer 40K, a lot of these guys saying that they, are gatekeeping, probably don't buy any of the models anyway. Maybe they've read a book or two. Maybe they've watched something that talks about the lore to stay up to date to it, but I find that they tend not to be real players of the game any way.
Yeah, and it's like as a member of any fandom, because like why I obviously I would say you should probably caution. I don't know, like I like to say the worst thing you can say to someone is, "Oh, I wish that your favorite thing goes mainstream," because I think in a lot of ways things becoming hyper mainstream makes them hyper sloppy and hyper sanitized. But at the same time, it's like a necessary concession that like, I mean, the people who are casual consumers of a thing are pretty much always going to vastly outnumber the people who are like hardcore into it. That's just like reality. So
yeah,
it's
I
kind
mean,
of a it's a Sisyphean endeavor. It's a Sisyphean endeavor. Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Do you know what I've realized just watching like what we've seen so far of this particular video? Watching him try to operate like a computer is like watching a monkey with power tools.
Kinda, yeah. He's very well. It's his ability to do research. Like you can see, I think War is completely on the money that he watched that 40-second clip on Twitter and didn't fucking question it further. Didn't see the full video.
Wow, look at this one. People can think what they want. I've played more hours in the Halo series than most of them have played video games in total.
Motherfucker, don't even try to stack my shit against
That's 11% on Halo 3. Really, Halo Reach.
Yeah,
Damn.
he has on. I can't pull it up. Oh, I can't pull it up right now because I've got to do some sign-in stuff with my Steam webpage.
Wait,
But,
it's the Doom of Media. I've been playing video games for 30 years.
Yeah, you know
Can't possibly be wrong.
Yeah, you know what else is even more telling? Looking at those fucking shins that he has, you can tell he hasn't been playing those workout games.
Yeah, true.
But like I will give a little bit of leeway to Smash, because I can tell you right now on none of my gaming socials do I have anything on Halo, but I played, when it first came out and it was disc, so there wasn't like, I don't even have that old account anymore. All of my accounts are new. So I'll give some credit there. But if you look at his Steam page, funny enough, the most played game on it right now is Crossfire X, which is a shooting training. It's got like 300 and something hours. And then the next game is the Monkey Tag game, which used to be number 1. So either Smash decided to put in 300 hours after the marathon debacle, or his son is the only one who uses any of his accounts.
Probably.
His kids use it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that, and that's not talking shit. It's just, that'll actually come back later. If
so I let my children play that, and you're going to try to use that as a gotcha?
Mm-hmm.
But to counter the whole in his defense thing, if he's as much of a gamer as he claims that he is, you never ever ever make a fucking claim about being amazing at something or how much you've played it. especially in this day and age, and especially in his line of work. You never, ever, ever do shit like that without fucking receipts. Like, if I was going to tell you that I'm pretty goddamn good at playing Castlevania, you're going to be like, okay, prove it. I'll point you to a video where I beat the game in 14 minutes and like 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. I'll give it maybe 15 seconds. Whole point is, I beat the motherfucker in like 14 minutes, which I'd say is pretty good because there's some people who haven't even beaten that game in 30 years. Him saying that he's played this game more than most people have in their entire lives, prove it, Jeff. You
Well,
can't
yeah,
make a claim like that.
I mean,
it's also like fundamentally the claim is fundamentally irrational, right? It's like I've played a shit ton of Halo, and it's like, okay, so that doesn't actually stop you from being retarded about Halo. You can still say
There is-
retarded shit about Halo.
yeah,
while
it
it's
doesn't
There
like-
is an
matter.
absolutely true point.
It doesn't mean that you
I've
know
got
that
about-
the sky makes you gay.
Yeah, I've got about like fucking 2,000 hours in my video editing software. That doesn't mean that I'm fucking Scorsese. Doesn't mean
Hey,
shit.
I have 1,000 hours in RimWorld, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
You've got
Michael
1,000
Cage
rims
designed
on?
it to increase
Oh no.
Yes, it's all the purple.
It's a
by visibility within the LGBT
Yeah, Jeff,
community.
drink some more of that wine. Half in the bag.
Let's dive down the rabbit hole of the
Wow, what a
bisexual
fucking
lighting
dog
in
shit
games.
cut that was.
If you
Could you
wanna
back
do-
that up?
okay.
I'm sorry. Just look how fucking. If we could zoom in on that, look how fucking garbage
Let's
that
dive
cut
down
was.
the rabbit hole
Yeah.
of
You don't give a shit, Jeff.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Fucking
he's talking
10
about jumping down the rabbit hole, but to actually jump down the rabbit hole, he would get on. He would watch this whole video, and critique it. Like we just spent like 2 hours doing to a 15-minute fucking video. But he doesn't. He immediately goes to his buddies talking about bisexual lighting.
the bisexual lighting in games. And you guys tell me if there's an agenda being pushed here by consultancy agencies, corporations, companies, and
Oh my
people
God,
looking to
dude.
get low interest loans by DEI.
Well, if I mean, if Ducky Dapper on Twitter said it, then that might as well be God himself that just willed
right.
it into creation.
True,
So, like,
true.
yeah.
The big banks. You got Dolan saying it's called bisexual lighting. This is a red flag for any product that it appears in. This includes both AAA games as well as indie
Yeah,
games.
the way he's talking
has
about
been-
it now, Wargaming Dad, I can almost guarantee he really needs someone. And this is why it's it's important to have people to do this for you. By the way, if you're doing what he does, you need to have someone to bounce off these ideas. Basically, like I have this idea where I'm going to talk about this, and then you
So
have to have
true,
someone
yeah.
be like, yeah,
That's the
no, no,
That's
dude.
the gayest shit I ever heard. You need to
Right.
not do that, yeah.
And I very much doubt. He has that resource. It's funny. I wonder if he did at one point, and they've abandoned him. That's what I think might have happened.
See, I think they probably abandoned him. I agree with that. But like when you look at a lot of these anti-wokers, they spout the same thing. So it's the very epitome of what an echo chamber is, where they're not questioning each other's ability. Even when you see a guy, until recently, obviously, even when you would see a guy have a bad take, everyone would jump behind him, right? On it because that was the take that was there.
Is what I mean, like where it's strange as well, right? It's like because we know to a fair degree of certainty, because I trust your A-logging abilities, that he's like not genuine in anything he says. But like, let's suppose that we're in the universe where he is genuine, and where he says like, can you imagine fucking like talking to this guy about games, and you're like, oh yeah, man, I've been playing that new Halo CE remake, and I've been trying to see how quickly I can get a Pillar of Autumn done because I'm trying to like get into the speedrunning scene. Man, he'd be like, did you know that it's pushing the trans agenda? You'd be like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry? Like, what are we talking about? Like, nobody, the reality is, like, it makes you, the take is so retarded and so profoundly boring and performative that it's like, even if it was genuine, who the fuck would want to hang out with you if this is, like, what you talk about, right? It's like...
Well, no one would talk about this in real life. Like, let's get into, we'll talk about, like, something that I talk about. Like, I don't really believe in the way that that trans is out there. I don't necessarily believe you're born that way. But I don't believe you're born gay. I believe your circumstances is what brings you to becoming gay, like anything else in
Yeah.
life.
agree.
However, like if I were out in public, or say I had a friend who is trans or bi, I'm still gonna honor the social norms of being pleasant with that person, right? As long as they're pleasant with me. So I don't
Fair
really
enough.
care
How
that,
pleasant?
yeah. Oh, very pleasant. Only if the lighting is purple, pink, and blue.
What you mean to say is you need to hide your power level.
Yes, exactly. I gotta hide that power level.
Oh no.
Well, it's
You
like
know
I'll
what's
be
funny?
polite. Like I may not believe in the whole pronouns thing, but
Yeah.
in like most situations, I would never have the need to do it. Right? We're talking about like less than 1% of the population. But if I ran into a person and they nicely corrected me, didn't give me the "it's ma'am," I would probably be like, okay, yeah, I'd call you a girl if you think you're a girl.
Well, you would also do this, by the way, is because depending on where you're at, is they could socially ostracize you and like ruin your life too. So
No, I'm
Like,
in the South. That would be pretty hard to do around here.
well, like
okay.
the big case for it, I think, and like I have several biases in this, obviously, but like the big thing for me is I think it's worth remembering whenever, because again, the internet is the internet. 90% of any kind of person, be that trans, bi, whatever, gay, it's like they're just a person who's trying to fucking get done with their 9 to 5 and get on with their stupid fucking day. Okay, not a lot of them allocate a lot of brain power to contemplating how they're gonna end Western civilization. Okay, some of them do, I'm sure, but it's not that many, I promise you.
I mean, people have forgotten the whole idea of like the small minority, the loud minority, and that happens in like every case. Like when we really look at the anti-wokers, it's not a lot of people. These aren't the guy. Like the anti-woke games that have come out have sold just as bad as some of the woke
and like
games.
it's almost why I'm glad we covered that video, because like this is the thing, is like people like that other guy, the like hyper lefty guy we just watched, would be like, oh yeah, I'm an ally, I'm like helping, the bi or whatever, the LGBT, the black community. It's like, you're really not. You're contributing to like this hyper polarized environment where you can't have any perspective on anything, and like further contributing to like, no, it's all or nothing. It's either you fully accept this particular ideological position and everything that comes with it, or you hate this group and you want them to die. It's like, that's not a healthy way to look at it, obviously.
It's gone to the extremes. Missing? You're either a Nazi or you're a Marxist. There's no in between.
Brew. A postmodern neo-Marxist.
All right, does anyone see something missing? In this video, does anybody notice something missing?
What's that? Oh, his chat?
Integrity?
Well, integrity's been gone from this fucking asshole for the past decade. But so right now with I know I sent
someone.
I know somebody did the work for you.
Yeah.
No.
This JKB guy said, "I buried Smash JT twice this
Rich.
week." Oh, is it? Okay.
That's one of Rich's boys.
Gotcha. First pointing out his double standards causing him to block me, and now this, the use of bisexual lighting during his own live stream. Hopefully this is enough for him to be written off as a hack and a grifter. Yeah, so we got a little bit of purple in there and blues. There's some blue cards. There's a purple card. He missed that one.
Yeah, that's Waluigi. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got the blue and of course the rainbow flag.
Toad's got a pink fucking hat on.
Real passion is my hobby.
Well, now I'm glad that we know that this guy's woke and he's trying to push. He's trying to get what did he say, like ESL money or something like that, like the tax breaks. I mean,
hold on. Thank you,
Heaven.
Alex,
I mean,
Heaven
knows he can use them. So
yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you for the fallen bud. I'm glad you think it's an amazing stream. I had to interrupt Jan for that, but keep going, Jan.
No, that's fine. I was just clowning on him for being a gay retard. That's all I was doing. So we can crack on with the
video. Sorry, I had to interrupt to signal to my audience that they need to give me more follows. And if you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. And yeah, purple lights.
Yeah, just flash a purple light.
I'll see if I can get Deus to make like a model where I can change the lighting to have like the purple light coming down on me. Darker. All right, let's keep going.
All right, but do you notice what's missing
for the last decade?
What's missing?
All right, look at the game that's on the right.
What game? What famous franchise is that?
Super Mario
Uh,
Brothers.
you mean League of Legends? Or
Well, Super Mario Wonder, and they're showing the bisexual lighting, right?
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Notice he's not wearing that stupid fucking hat now.
It's crazy.
Uh-oh. Trans the
He
hat.
didn't get enough money
Of the
yet.
woke era.
Yeah, well, he's not streaming this.
He's streaming it, right? Isn't he streaming it?
No, he's not streaming
No.
anymore. This was made after he said he's no longer streaming unless he gets the time to.
But I've watched streams after he said that.
Did you?
So he
Is
lied.
This one? All right, maybe he's
Look,
streaming.
hold on. Don't play it, but like scrub your mouse over the progress bar and see if he pops up any chats.
I don't think he does. That's
Doesn't look
tragic.
like he
Jeff
does.
wouldn't stream for like 10 minutes unless he clipped
So-
it. Yeah.
Instead of
No,
creating a
he's streaming.
video-
No, he's streaming. The ending proves he's streaming because he's talking to chat at the end.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because he has the.
Okay,
He also
okay,
has the
true.
like tagline like he's streaming. Yeah,
Okay.
He
interesting.
he-
Jeff,
I
get-
guess,
Jeff
you
gets
know.
Jeff gets the Gilbert Gottfried Award for looking like he's taking a shit whenever he talks.
I'm very interested in what the bisexual themes in Super Mario Bros. Wonder are. So maybe he's gonna tell us.
Let's go.
You just keep wondering about it.
Everything with this color scheme is slop. And my goodness,
Really?
there's
Another
a
buzzword.
lot of examples.
Street Fighter 6 is slop. League of Legends is slop. Is it?
Is this a? This looks like a fucking mobile game.
Yeah, it's a Hi-Res Studios game. They're yeah, not very
League
good.
of Legends woke slop. Yeah, that's right.
True.
And she's
That's why you play
always
Dota.
been these colors. Yeah, that's why you play Dota.
Also, Jinx, like Jinx isn't. She's one of the faces of League, but yeah, like people would probably go for like Yasuo way before they'd go for Jinx if we're having that
True,
discussion.
true.
But yeah, or Ari.
And then we got Fall Guys. That's bisexual because of the lighting, I guess.
Fucking-
This is just a skin, right?
yeah, this is just a spin line. Yeah.
No one knows what this is. And then Young Souls, yeah, okay, an indie game.
Yeah,
Over
he's looking for some of that.
Mhm.
and over again. You'll obviously get
Dude, trying to say Fortnite is like woke.
Fortnite.
Like really, Fortnite?
Well,
They
this is
do
like what I
every
mean, because
color.
like this is when I talk about like parsimony, right? It's like, okay, so you observe this trend, right? So what is the reasonable conclusion with this information? So what do we know? So there's a bunch of different games across a bunch of different genres made by a bunch of different people with completely different creative ambitions that are completely unrelated to each other as far as we're aware for the most part, because it even includes indie games. So option one, could this be coincidence that a lot of these games just happen to use this color scheme and this is a popular color scheme to communicate a whole, like a veritable like buffet of things, as we just discussed, even before that previous video was played? Or option B, they're all in on the gay trans agenda and they've all agreed behind the scenes to push it. Is it like, wouldn't you have to be kind of retarded to believe B over A? Is it not like is it not way simpler to believe that it's just a bunch of people using this established color scheme for a variety of different things versus there's this grand conspiracy? Like, I don't know, man.
No, it's definitely trans and gay. No.
Yeah, true.
your exceptions with everything. Like Fall Guys, pretty fun game.
You could probably too, like going off of what you're saying, you could probably take any color scheme and find this many pictures associated with that color scheme, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
100%. Like, just for these games on screen, you could in Realm Royale, Eliminators, I think that's the finals. Fortnite, League of Legends, you could 100% like say, oh, they're pushing the environmentalist green agenda and just put fucking, I don't know, Shamrock Malphite on screen or something. The fucking the vegetable Malphite skin.
Just forest greens and browns.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
it always goes back to the whole look at this, the type of people working at these games and what they're trying to.
Purple lightning too has been like a common theme. Like let's go back to fucking Star Wars maybe.
Yeah. Well, again, let's go to. I want to even. I'm so tired of this. Let's skip the media. Let's go to real life where lightning is fucking purple. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to reality where lightning is purple sometimes.
I'd rather get struck
inject
by lightning than
in-
listen to this bitch.
Well, you're gonna listen to it.
to them. This is the Wikipedia article saying bisexual lighting is the simultaneous use of pink, purple, and blue lighting and is used to represent bisexual characters.
Oh yeah.
It has been used in studio lighting for film and television and has been observed in the cinematography of various films. While not all films, television shows, photographs, and music videos that use this lighting intend to portray bisexuality.
Are we really like? You realize anybody can write? Like, there's
Anybody can write on
Wikipedia
that.
is better than most, right? It's definitely better than a
Dickhead,
lot
why
of
are you
them.
using light
even
But
theme?
more efficiently now.
literally, huh?
AI helps you do it even more efficiently now. You can get spell
Yeah.
checked, and you can kind of set up things that you can augment for further stories. It's easier than it has been to write stuff.
Yeah.
Well, even like even just taking this on his face, right? Like setting all of that to one side, which is true. Like they are just describing, essentially, they're describing the etymology of a term here. So it's like this is what bisexual lighting is. It is this thing. It is not always associated with this, but it often is. That's what they're saying. That's perfectly reasonable to say. There's nothing insidious about it, and they even
True.
concede that it is not always the case, and that like the language here is so fucking specific too. It's like, while not always intend to portray bisexuality, many queer artists, so they're saying while it's not always used this among queer people specifically, it is. So it's like, okay, so in this minority group it's used this way, which is maybe where the term comes from.
Yeah.
Like that's
So
it's such a fucking nothing burger, man.
Jeff could use a little bisexual lighting because he always looks like he's wearing fucking makeup, doesn't he?
Kind of does.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Quality. Many queer artists have deliberately used this color palette, which resembles that of the bisexual flag, in their work. It is reminiscent of neon lights and is also associated with retro wave. And you'll get people to be like, oh no, there's no such thing as bisexual lighting. That's retro wave from the 80s. Yeah, the same thing as a rainbow's just a rainbow until it gets co-opted by a cult. Hi, King Fame.
Jeff, you're a stupid fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Like,
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, that's like one of the dumbest comments I've heard in a while today, anyway. Like, yes, people can use flags for a variety of things, right? We talk about you could use it, like rainbow colors doesn't mean gay. Yes, when they put it on the pride flag, it is. But does that mean if I draw a rainbow, I'm now gay? So why would
You know what the funny thing is? So the funny thing is that the bisexual lighting Wikipedia page was not created until 2024.
Yeah, because it's a recent like term or like phenomenon. So yeah, of course, yeah. That's actually later or like older than I expected. But yeah, that's a good point. it's a new term, so of course.
Yep. Well, in that, even then, like if I'm not using it within the LGBT community as that specific lighting, is it still bisexual lighting, right?
Well, look, red, white, and black are just innocent colors, but let me tell you, something happens when you put them on a flag and arrange it in a certain order, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, fair. Does that mean all red, white, and black? We can't use red, white, and black anymore. No more.
You know, what's
It
funny,
gets co-opted by a cult.
I remember something. I just thought about this. Wargaming Dad is he's talking about LaFay and God of War. So the original God of War 3, if you had ever remembered the PS4 box,
yes,
which it would have been on PS4 box logos were all blue. Now, what's cool about the God of War 3 is, I think the only thing on God of War 3 was a close up of Kratos' face, and he's got the red tattoo on his face. So it's kind of interesting. It's almost like the people who made God of War 3 knew that, oh, this is going to be on the PS4, and let's make it so it's red, and therefore it shows up on the box better, and it's more eye-catching when you walk through Best Buy or wherever it is, and you see it there. So anyway, just something to think about.
Yeah, because you are correct. Because I think Ascension and 2 and Ghost of Sparta, because with the earlier God of War games, they really emphasized the white skin and the red the red markings. So they would use higher contrast colors to make them pop more. Obviously.
Yeah.
Man, Jeff, I hope you never played a GameCube because that was bisexual.